At least it won't be me this time.
And we are live.
Oh,
There's
hi.
lots of time to make a new
Hello.
character. Hi.
Huh?
What?
What did I just open the stream to? Making new characters?
Depending on how the start of this session goes, yeah.
It's fine.
High possibility. I was just saying, at least it's not me this time.
And the
Oh.
person who couldn't find Glimmercross on the map is the one who trained there, but it's been that kind of a week.
I know how that is. How
I
is
kept doing
everyone?
it, but it sounds so familiar. Confused.
Fighting off a headache. Hoping it doesn't become a migraine later.
Don't do that. Don't do the migraine. It's not worth it.
I'm trying. That's what, I got the lights off already just to prevent it.
Just consume ibuprofen and you'll be fine.
I just did. So I'm waiting for it to kick in.
Like, if I get a bad headache, I just take like 4 ibuprofen and like chase it with gamer subs.
So I'm not the only one that overdoes the official dosing.
I don't know what you're talking about. Four ibuprofen is the perfect amount for somebody my size.
Jesus.
Look. If I want to
Still
take
is over here
ibuprofen,
having
I'm
a heart
already in
attack.
pain enough.
I'm not
that I
having a
need
heart
to-
attack. I'm just shaking my head because I'm like, Jesus fucking guys.
Don't question how we justify how much we take.
Look, I'm not questioning Jack. I'm just shaking my head in disapproval. You guys can do what you want. I'm off the clock right now.
You're not my supervisor.
No, I'm not. That's exactly my point.
But yeah, here we are again with another episode of A New Era. Full cast is back. Welcome back, Fox. Not much was missed, though, aside from the houseboat. But yeah, last time we were together, the group saw Gray being taken into a swirling blue vortex by the dragon, as he fidgeted to try and correctly solve the Kamiroskin puzzle box in hopes to not die. So while Gray was off on his own dragon coaster adventure, the rest of the group continued their journey through across the sea towards Glimmercross. During their travels, they came across a small, well, first off, they encountered a strange shark. Had a bit of a battle with the shark, and Rin now has a rune implanted into her hand that gives her a couple interesting abilities.
I forgot about that.
I didn't. And then afterwards, a couple days later, you came across a strange boat. I mean, it looked like a boat, but it also looked like it had a house on it. Upon investigating it, Rin and Val learned that there was somebody alive on the ship, in the house. This individual explained that it wasn't a boat. It technically was a house that has been keeping them alive, whispering to them to find a keystone and to use the keystone. They don't know what the keystone is, but they know that they can't leave the premise of the house. While this conversation was going on, this house decided that it was going to procure some food and beverage for this individual and stole a keg of Valus Dad's ale, or his mead, and some grilled shark from the shark that they had previously fought. Afterwards, the boat vanished. Though, if I remember correctly, you guys do have the location of this house at all times now. I believe that was something that I revealed to you. But as we pick up today, we are going to go back in time a little bit, as Gray needs to make some rolls here. So to set you up, Gray, as this blue dragon gripped you in its claws, Evie, stop eating the mouse. No, don't swipe at me. Give me the mouse. You freaking cat.
Evie, please.
Evie, please.
Evie does what she pleases.
Yeah, I'm well aware of that.
Can we vote to rename Evie Mundo at this point? I'm kidding. Moving on.
But as this dragon took you into its claws, it began to fly at high speed out towards the ocean, or out deeper into the ocean, pulling you away from the boat. And as you begin to fidget with this puzzle box, just by having contact with this dragon, you get a feeling of excitement, exhilaration coming off of this being as you are just rocketed feet from the surface of the water. Using a box of doom roll, because I think this is a rather important roll to make with a box of doom. Gray, I said it was going to be what, death saves that you had to roll?
I think so.
Okay,
It's been a while.
we're gonna change it up a bit. It's not gonna be death saves because that seems a bit too unfair. Instead, you can give me either an intelligence or wisdom check, or if you have it proficient, you can use Arcana.
I do not have proficiency in Arcana, so being a druid, I think I will rely on my wisdom.
Okay. You need to make 3 successful checks, but we're going to start off with 1 check right now. DC for this check is going to be 14.
Okay, and this is check, not a save.
Check.
Okay. Let's get that first one. Ooh, not a great start.
Not a
Gray.
great start. That's with a 6.
Come on.
Oof.
Oof.
Oof. Yeah, big oof.
Yeah, oof
So,
indeed.
Gray, you're trying to focus on how this puzzle box works, and your finger slips in the wrong direction, and you see off in the corner the box begin to singe a little bit. And the dragon takes notice of this, and they're like, ooh, might want to be careful there, Gray. You know what? Maybe this isn't the best place for you to be right now. I got an idea. And as he says that, as the dragon says that, you see this swirling vortex begin to form in front of the both of you. And the dragon just instinctively flies in, and it shuts behind as you are pulled into the elemental plane of water. Thankfully, while in contact with this dragon, you can breathe.
I was about to say, how's your water breathing, bro?
That's useful. Yeah.
Right?
I don't think the dragon particularly wants to stop and wait for me to do a ritual so I can breathe again.
But can I get the second check from you here?
Okay, this one's gonna go so much better. I can feel it. It's gonna happen.
18.
See,
There we go.
So much better.
Okay. So, funny enough, coming into the elemental plane of water, the deafening sound deprivation around you as you begin to tear through this realm of unending water seems to calm you a bit, seems to let you focus as you begin to slowly move the puzzle pieces on this cube around, and you start to get the feeling that maybe you are in the right right state of mind at the moment. Go ahead and give me another check.
I think at this point, Gray kind of looks up at the dragon with his hand on the puzzle box, ready to move the next piece. Like, are you ready for this? If everything goes wrong, actually, you know what? No, it's not going to go wrong. I got this. This is the right move. We're going to be rich after this.
The dragon just laughs. 16. That's 2 successes. And that positive thinking thankfully pays off as you go to move one of the blocks in the puzzle, and then you just quickly second guess yourself, move another one, and you just hear another affirmative click as another series of cubes falls into place on this puzzle box, and it begins to make this strange shape of a golden crown. Can I get one more wisdom check from you?
Just double checking real quick to see if I have anything that can help me here. Don't think I do. We're only level 3.
You are only level 3.
No, we're relying entirely on the stat. Okay, no problem. I'm a druid. No problem.
16. And as you slide the final piece in, this sigil of a golden crown ablazoned with a bright flame and crossed swords behind it shines on the surface of this puzzle box, as there is a audible click as a portion of the box separates from itself, sort of just allowing you to open it. And as soon as the dragon takes notice that you've solved the box, they open up another gate, pull you out of the elemental plane of water, and come careening down towards your ship. And as you come down towards your ship, you notice a small houseboat sort of just inadvertently vanish from sight. And the dragon lands down in front of everybody, very gingerly releasing Gray.
What?
Look at that.
No welcoming party?
Glad you made it back.
I was about to say he lived.
Was there any doubt?
Gray.
Okay, a little bit of doubt.
There we go.
To be fair, the dragon just looks. It's just. To be fair, you did bungle that first move.
Okay, but I wasn't going to tell them that part of it.
Gray, you've been gone for 4 days.
Yup.
Wait, what?
You've been gone for 4 days.
4 days, 4 moves. It kind of makes sense.
Okay. Apparently time moves differently when you're in a completely different plane of existence. We went to a completely different plane of existence, by the way.
Explains it.
Yes, I took your friend to the elemental plane of water, just in case I needed to dampen an explosion.
That's why I thought you were just showing me the sights.
Oh no, I was completely going to release you and bail if need be.
Well, what? I thought we were in this together.
Oh yeah, completely together until you failed, and then I was just going to, well, leave the body somewhere.
Right, well, good to know where I stand, I guess. And I can't say I blame you. If I had the power to hop planes away from a disintegration box or whatever this is, I'd probably do it too. But hey, we don't have to worry about that because I opened it. I beat the puzzle. I
Please tell me
beat the
it's worth it.
Roskins.
Oh, did
I
it?
beat the Kami Roskins. That's a wild one.
Curiously, I'm just curious as to what was in it.
Please tell me it was worth all this.
That's a good question. I look inside the box.
As you open the box, there is this large, almost crystalline spike. Beautiful in every sense of the word, just perfectly cut and shaped in this box.
I reach in and pull it out.
And it's soft and welcoming to the touch. Huh. Interesting. I didn't think one of those was in my possession.
And what is one of these exactly?
That is a fragment of the vault. A keystone.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, a keystone.
Okay.
You've got this
That sounds-
strange look on your face as if like you know what that is.
Well, I mean, we recently ran into a man who was stuck in a house, and the house was looking for a keystone.
Yep.
Something that's probably really good that you guys showed up when you did, and not a little earlier.
Huh. Well,
Uh,
that was completely up to Gray being a little slow at solving the puzzle.
okay. I'm gonna ignore that backhanded insult and double back to the house. The house was looking for a keystone.
I mean, it was until it teleported away, but it was speaking only to the guy that was trapped in the house. Apparently, if you set foot in the house, you became trapped there.
The house was alive.
If you want to call it that.
And I missed it? Damn.
You did. You missed a lot while you were gone.
I guess, worth it to ride a dragon.
That I agree.
Be carried by a dragon?
Carried by a dragon. You didn't ride me.
I mean, technically, I was like kind of sitting on your thumb. So I sort of rode you.
Did
Gray.
you? Or
Gray.
did I just have you nestled in my hands to make sure you didn't fall to your death?
We'll let history decide.
Please stop provoking the venerable ancestor.
It's fine. It's fine. We're buddies now.
Why
Well,
do I have a feeling that Gray is going to be even more insufferable?
What do you mean even more insufferable?
I mean, the fodder this gives you for stories, Gray, is beyond the pale.
I mean, how many people do you know that traversed the elemental plane of water with the god of the sea? I think it's a worthy story to retell.
okay. Flattery will get you everywhere. But if you're going to tell the tale, you should at least, include the explosive device you had in your hand that you were trying to defuse. I mean, you can't skip out
One
on
might
details.
even describe it as world-ending.
Knowing the Kami Roskins, that would not surprise me if that was the case. They tend to go overkill on everything.
That's what I've heard. What do we do with this keystone? Does it open a section of the vault or something?
Something like that. Different keystones have different effects on pieces of the vault. Though they're not really much use to me. You don't really see many dragons going into the vault and coming out. So I think that I'm feeling a bit I'm feeling a bit of a generous deity today, so I'm willing to part with this and allow you to keep this small trinket. Who knows? Maybe this will add to one of your adventures and more of your tales.
Oh, it definitely will. Now that we've got this, we are so going to the vault. I mean, maybe not right away, but, at some point.
Well, 4 days is a bit of time away from my throne. I should be getting back to it just in case anyone is trying to usurp it. So I will bid you and your friends Gray farewell, and good luck with the Keystone and wherever else this boat takes you.
It was my pleasure to go on an adventure with you, Your Grace.
Careful, I'm going to keep you for myself. And it's, as they say that, they sort of loom a little bit away from the boat and just dive back into the sea.
I'm going to put the keystone back in the box, just to store it in there for now, and put the box in my bag.
Okay. Do you reactivate the box? I will say, now that you know the combination and how to get it open, you don't have to make any more rolls. Anybody else who tries to open it,
yeah.
It is multiple DC 14 wisdom or intelligence checks.
Seems like a good way to keep it safe then. Yeah, I'll put it back in the box, reactivate the box, and
Okay.
put the box in my bag.
That's not the one I wanted to. I wanted to go to the world map.
Well, since you just got back, I guess we can go see what kind of delicacy is being cooked up for us tonight. We caught a shark, a really big one.
What, you caught a shark?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I missed so much.
Well, there's still lots of shark meat, so you didn't miss quite everything.
Yeah, but I mean, catching the shark is more exciting than eating the shark, right?
Though Valus is still pretty mad about that house stealing part of the shark and the ale.
When we
However-
came back through the portal, I thought I saw something like a house boat thing near you guys, but it vanished like in the blink of an eye. Was that the
It
living
teleported
house?
away.
Mm-hmm.
We have a
Wow.
map that tracks it, though, for some weird reason. I don't remember where we found that.
I
Do
found
you
that.
have a reason to track it? Is there like something on it that
No.
we should
Just-
maybe acquire?
Coincidence. Well, if you step foot, you get stuck there.
Yeah, don't touch it.
You go on the boat, you never leave the boat.
Yep.
House
Can you
thing.
teleport off the boat?
Probably not.
Not once you've touched it.
The guy's been there, he said, what was it, 5 years, 6 years? Something like that.
Set foot on the boat. You are one with the boat.
Yep. One
And
with
then
the
it
ship, one
whispers
with
in
the
your
crew.
head.
Yep.
Did he say how he came to be on the boat? I believe he did.
Yes, he was escaping a storm outside and decided to duck into a house.
Oh, yes, that's
And
yes.
next thing he knew, the house just moved.
So it was an innocuous house. So perhaps knowing where it is a wise thing for that reason alone. But Gray, I'm sure really being with the dragon was really far more exciting than catching the shark, wouldn't you think?
Oh, it was wild. The whole like going into a different plane of existence really threw me off guard for a second. Thought I was going to make the wrong move on the puzzle when that happened, but nah, we got it. It was great.
Well, most of us believe you made it back, so we're glad you did.
I'm a little hurt that this group isn't a little bit more confident in my abilities. I think I've proven now that I'm capable of disarming doomsday devices on the back of the God of the Sea. So I think that should count for something.
Yes, Gray. Yes, it does.
Well, I must admit I was a little too stunned and surprised to give you a warm greeting back, so apologies for that, but it did seem rather insurmountable odds.
Well, I suppose I can forgive you this time. I may not be so benevolent next time, though.
Ooh.
We're gonna hear about this every single night for the next month, aren't we?
Look, Gray's alive, and that's what matters.
You're not wrong.
And we have a key to part of the vault now, so it worked out.
So far.
So far.
Enough.
You're muted, Grave.
Maybe the vault's just filled with things that'll kill us.
I must admit
Now, there's the optimism that I've learned to hear from you, sister.
well, the side of me that wants to always see things in balance says that, if something good happens, that perhaps not far off is something equally ungood.
Well,
shall
maybe
we
I will
say.
turn into that shark after all, then.
Alrighty. Well, now that everybody's alive and accounted for, I am going to most probably go do something productive, or at least try to. Gray, seriously, it's good to have you back. All jokes aside, please do yourself a favor. Try not to go on any more rides, at least until we get to Glimmercross.
I'll do my best.
I appreciate it, thank you. But seriously, glad to see you. In good shape.
It's good to be back.
And on that note, yeah, we're heading back below deck. We've got some stuff to do.
Okay. What are you looking to do?
I believe
I am going to spend a bit of time. Well, I mean, it's mechanically not supposed to take that much time, but I like flavor. We are going to do this funky little thing where we're going to actually start spending some of that gold, and we're going to start building our construct.
Can you bring that up for me, please?
I am pulling it up right now. Where is it? I believe it's this one here. I'll get you the spell itself, but I'm currently looking for the stat cost for the actual construct.
Oh, I'm looking for
thing.
the spell.
That I'm pulling up right now for you.
Okay.
There you go. You should see it now. I think it popped up. Yeah.
Duration 10 minutes.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Concentration. So when you create that construct, it's only around for up to 10 minutes.
Yes, but the body of it in and of itself stays, and I can reanimate it without having to repay
Gotcha.
the cost every single time.
Okay.
So it turns on and off again. I can use mending to fix it, etc. But the initial cost is I still have to pay, and I believe it's 250 per size. So if I'm making a small one, it's 500 gold or something like that. I'm gonna get the exact
Okay.
list of stuff for you in a minute. Let's see, is this the one? It's not the one.
Target one construct or a mass of loose metal or stone. Okay. So that's what you're going to be working on is the...
Yeah, just going to do
the
that
core
spell,
frame.
build the thing, you get
Yep.
it.
Okay.
Yep. Just so I have something I can turn on whenever I need it to.
Okay. As this day is closing out, is anybody else wanting to take care of anything?
what time of day was it when Gray returned?
It's like mid-afternoon.
Were we? So we had already sort of done things that day, or no?
The Gray returned right as right as the houseboat vanished. So we're picking up right as the houseboat just vanished away from the ship.
Okay. Whatever time Jade has, she will spend. She'll seek out Onyx and invite him to practice sparring with her
Okay.
as she prepares for the tournaments in Glimmercross.
Okay. And it's not really hard to find Onyx. Onyx is like usually within a 10-foot radius of you somewhere.
Now, the only question I do have, though, is I believe he carries some sort of a large sword, right?
Two-handed sword.
Normally? Two-handed sword, yes. And I normally would be carrying a rapier. I'm just not sure how good it's going to be for the rapier to do fencing sparring practice with me with my rapier, and here's him with his two-handed sword.
Well,
Is there any
there are
for that?
wooden blades on the ship that you
That
can
doesn't
use.
sound like nearly enough fun.
True, but at the same time, it doesn't pose any sort of risk of any sort of like damage to yourself or to your weapons.
Okay, so we would find the sparring practice weapons so
Mhm.
that we're more evenly matched for weaponry and use those to practice.
Yes.
Okay.
So we've got. Okay.
Now,
go ahead.
when I put in all that practice, does that do anything to improve my chances in the upcoming turn?
It keeps you loose and it keeps you, it keeps you loose and aware, but it doesn't give you any like benefits.
No advantage on
No.
rolls or anything?
No, because training is pretty much something that you do every day anyway. It's just like in the
Now I have
normal
a sparring
cycle.
partner.
And the way that you naturally grow and get stronger is by leveling up.
Okay. All right. Great. Thank you.
Anybody else want to take care of anything for this day before we close out?
Ren will go back to still working on those healing salves.
Okay. I believe that it was one a day that you can make.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as long as you have the materials to spend, you can go ahead and make those healing salves.
Yep. Can it also still be used as the training for the apothecary skill?
Yep. It most definitely can. So go ahead and give me a D6 roll, or D3, I should say.
I got 3 on the D6, so
2.
2. Yeah.
2 more
My
tips
brain
on
was
the clock.
getting. All right. Thank you.
Okay. So if nobody else has anything to take care of today, unless. Okay. So as the day ends, I will reveal a significant boon that the ship has been given because of the successful solving of the puzzle. You have the guardian. You pretty much have a boon that is called Guardian of the King of the Sea. The remainder of your travels across the Serpent Sea, you will not come across any natural threats. No sea monsters, no sharks, no dire sea flaps, anything like that. The sea life itself will leave you be. Now, with that said, I need a volunteer.
Volunteer is a
I'll
tribute.
do it. You can do it.
All right, so
can help.
Tilt, you're the lucky volunteer here. So, what I am going to need to ask you for is a d6 roll.
D6, you say?
D6.
That is a 4.
A 4. Okay. And can you roll me percentiles?
Sure.
Just one percentile.
Yep, let me get the dice out for that. Let's see. I need the D10 and I need the D100. There's the D100 and there's the D10. All right, let's roll them and weep. That is a 50 and a 5, so I believe that's a 55.
55. Okay. That is good.
Very mid.
So, thanks to the boon, your travel will go another 4 days.
Okay.
Without incident. Within these 4 days, I will give everybody time to take care of any issues, or not any issues, but any tasks they may want to do. Healing salves, practice, any other either character trait building or just RP. That is up to you.
To continue talking with our friend here, our cog friend.
Fleming?
Yes, because Fleming did mention something about a vault, so I'd like to hear what he has to say about questing to the vault, so I would definitely approach him about that towards the end of the travel.
Okay. And Fleming's been keeping to himself down in the lower parts of the ship. He hasn't really made himself known up top. He knows that his rough exterior may set people a little, may set people the wrong way. While you've been able to help him like repair portions of his body and everything, the dings and the scratches and everything are still present. He still looks like a walking pile of scrap.
Well, hopefully he doesn't feel as much like a pile of scrap as he used to. As far as functionality goes, I mean.
Mm-hmm. But you find Fleming just walking about the bottom portion of the ship and just making note of like the underside of the inside of the ship's body, and sort of just like tracing their fingers over the wood and just muttering to themselves.
Are you okay there?
Oh, yes. Just reminiscing about times past in my life.
Anything in particular you'd like to share?
Just boring memories is all. Just trying to keep the brain from deteriorating. I'm still getting used to this form. Trying to maintain my sanity while I'm below deck.
Well, would having a companion to talk to help?
It depends on what my companion is needing to speak about.
I don't need to speak about anything, but if there's anything you would like to open up about or talk about, I'm more than welcome to lend an ear. I do have a few questions, but again, they're not as important as anything you might need to get off your systems.
Oh, please, ask away. I have nothing to get off my proverbial chest.
Well, this is a bit awkward, but I did accidentally hear you muttering something about a vault, and this is a term that has come up a lot, and I mean a lot, in my recent interactions above deck.
I'm surprised that the vault isn't common knowledge by now. It's been open for some time, from my understanding.
Humor me, I've been cloistered away in Arcastus and haven't seen much since.
Spoken like anybody of the cog.
Yep.
Oh, where to begin? Well, the vault itself is a relic of a bygone age, sort of hub of an overzealous collector who liked to collect odds and ends and even living beings from multiple realities, multiple planes of existence. And he kept them in his vault. The vault is a endless warehouse of magical power and danger. Unspeakable horrors may still wander the hall. Others may be out into the land now that it's open.
And if I can push this one small step further, and if it's a step too much, do tell me and I'll back off, but what's your interest in such a place if you've been
Well,
talking about this?
my interest, as the interest of any academic, is to study the inside, see what makes the vault tick, what makes it so large, what makes it being able to hold so many entities of power. Well, that was at least my goal back when I was flesh.
And so this is merely you going back to your routine, if I can call it that.
Well, it's not much of a routine, as, just a returning interest every now and then.
I see. Well, should we be headed there, and you have any form of interest in a companion and somebody who may provide you with a better body, feel free to let me know. Again, my offer does stand.
Well, once we make landfall, I should be able to acquire some sort of body.
Oh. Is that a question of Glimmercross being more capable of purveying cogs and the like?
It's less of them having to prove anything, and there are...
I mean, providing, proving. Sorry if I said proof.
I would assume that it's not only in Arcastus that somebody can find improvements for a body such as a being like me. From my understanding, Arcastus has sort of branched out with its technology. And more of my kind are exploring the world and not cloistered up in the city itself.
I see. Well, I am definitely in need of buying more cogs and materials and whatnot for my own work, so if ever you do know of a place, I would be more than happy to accompany you, if only to provide myself with some more parts.
Well, if it is the same as it has been for its history, Glimmercross has always been sort of a large hub, being the capital of this portion of the world. If you were looking for cogs or gears or anything of a clockwork sort, I wouldn't doubt that you could find something there. All a means of
Good.
looking in the right place and knowing the right people.
Excellent. Well, consider me interested then.
And what exactly is your interest in Glimmercross?
Oh, Glimmercross in and of itself, I don't have much of an interest in. I'm kind of on a bit of a trip with the friends here. One of our friends' parents sells consumables, really. Wine and the likes. And
those consumables, yes.
yes, they're out to deliver those. We were headed for, again, some small repair of a statue a little bit further than Glimmercross. It's basically just a stop on our way. That being said, knowing that there's cogs and parts there definitely has perked up my...
Well, I can't say for sure, but I would assume that you'd be able to find at least something.
let's just say that this is a lot more relevant to my interest when you compare that to the absolute lack of anything of that that capacity in the town we just left. So, let's just say my waning interest has been rekindled. As you know, he does speak like a true cog nerd.
I think you could just say nerd.
Yeah, close enough. But yeah, I think that basically satisfies him. He'll still stay with Fleming. He'll see if again there's any form of improvement, buffering out, or anything that he can do to at least help the poor cog move and function a little bit better.
He moves just fine. It's just a means that he wants a body that looks like more of a body than just the walking trash heap that he is.
Got it. Well, unfortunately, that I don't think we can help with what we have on board, but
no.
Again, we'll still keep him company a little bit, and then quite possibly just head back above deck or just to our own cabin. I think above deck.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anybody else wanting to take care of anything these 4 days?
Nothing particular for Gray. He's kind of coming down from his coming down from his adventure. Played it cool and calm on the outside, but he was panicking internally the entire time. Though he will probably take some time to study the book that we picked up that I've got in my inventory here that details some of the rooms that have already been explored in the vault and the traps that have been found within, just so he can kind of get a feel for and get an idea of what to expect in there maybe in the future.
Sure. As you pick up this book and you begin to read, we can start a clock for vault knowledge.
I like that. Let's do that.
Let's go ahead and call this a... Let's call it a 25 clock.
Okay. Is there a specific role you want associated with that, or is it just a time invested sort of thing?
It's just a time investment is all it is.
Okay.
BT Dubs Row, I sent you all the relevant stuff about the constructs, and it's 10 gold per HP. I can do a small one right now because of the spell slot, so for now it's 250 gold.
Okay.
If I upgrade it when I can get higher level spell slots, I don't know if you want me to pay the fee from scratch, or if you want to deduct the previous one if I'm using the previous body and upgrading it. I don't really care either way. Just let me know how you want me to do it.
Okay. Sorry, my phone is blowing up for some reason.
Uh-oh.
No, it's... so weird.
Everything fair?
It's everything. Everything is fine. For some reason, I keep on getting notifications from my bank about a transfer I did this afternoon.
Oh.
It looks like my bank is broken right now.
Or at least our notification system is.
Yep. So Fox, if you want Gray to spend these 4 days to to just look through this book, go ahead and roll me a D3 4 times.
Okay. So the first one is a 2, second one is a 1, and the third one is a 3.
Okay, so you're only going to do it for 3 days?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It's not something that he's like hunkering down and studying. It's, I think, more of a thing that, you know, he might spend a couple hours before bed reading through it type of thing.
Okay. So go ahead and mark 4 slots on that clock.
Okay.
As you begin to like read through this book, you now get a feel of like how detailed this thing is. This isn't just went in room, chair, blah, blah, blah. No, it is like a very intricate description of the rooms that these people have been in and the traps that they've experienced and even the creatures that they've sometimes encountered.
And is this like a fully completed book, or is there blank pages in it towards the back?
There are blank pages near the end as well.
Good. So we can start filling them in when we're exploring the vault. And then when we die and the next adventuring party comes through, they can find the book.
There you go. That's the way to look at it. All right. Anyone else for 4 days of
Outside of me needing to eat a book at some point.
I was about to say,
right, you need to consume a book.
I'm
I have
gonna
a small
write.
stockpile of them.
Yep, and I'm gonna spend maybe one of those 4 days writing a short book, a short story of some kind for my sister to literally devour.
Okay, are you consuming a book or are you going to consume the short story?
Oh, let's consume the short story.
Well, whatever I can write in a day, but yeah.
It's really just a manual on how to build.
Did I just read like a user's manual? Ugh.
No.
It was
We
written
made
in first
an
person.
actual story.
I was going to say it was a, you know, how to repair a clock manual.
Written in first
Hell
person.
no.
As
Hell no.
Fox said.
I would not do that to them. I'm not that kind of an ass.
Okay. So, Grave, when you consume that short story, can I get... Just roll me a straight D20. Okay. Your brother is fine. As you consume this book, the knowledge of the story becomes intertwined with yourself to the point to where this knowledge is now gone from the world, as your consumption of it erases it from history, and it is now yours and yours only.
I don't remember the story I wrote for her. Then.
You don't remember. You remember.
I remember writing a story.
You
I don't
remember
remember
writing
what's in it.
something because you just sat there and watched your sister consume whatever it is you gave her. But as soon as it's consumed, it's gone from your memory. And Nock, you feel a little violated as this story is consumed. You don't know why now, but you just feel as if a part of your essence has been taken from you.
Okay. That seems to be a bit of a dangerous gift you have, sister.
It's something.
I don't remember what I wrote. It almost feels like it was ripped out of my very being.
Now, can I recall this exactly what it was in
Word
detail?
for word.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I wonder what happened if I had written 2 copies, then you had devoured only the one.
You ask good questions, potentially also dangerous questions.
Well, it might just help me not have my brains assaulted. Just a thought.
Is there anything else you want to do with your 4 days, Val?
I don't think I've got the resources on hand to learn more about this interesting thing that I have acquired.
And which interesting thing is this? Or is
The knowledge consumption.
Yeah, while you
need to know more
only
about
have to
it.
consume a book or a piece of knowledge or whatever, every now and then, you don't know if you're prevented from consuming more. Somewhere in your
Yeah, I
character
don't-
sheet, can you keep track of how many books you have eaten? You don't have to go into
yeah.
detail as to which books they were. I just need a total number of books or
Yeah.
literature that you have consumed.
Yep. 1. Okay.
Okay.
I'm afraid, but okay.
Rain, is there anything you would like to take care of in these 4 days?
Yeah, Rin will continue to make those healing salves.
Okay.
And probably every once in a while forgetting to breathe properly with her new additions and like choking herself for just a moment as she breathes through the gills instead of through her lungs.
Oh, right, because you do have gills.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're
Yeah.
gonna spend if you're gonna spend most of your time making these salves, you can go give me another 4d3.
Two, three. Oh, 3 3s and a 2.
3 3s and a 2.
Yeah, I got 3 6s and a
So-
3. So, right? 6 6 6 and 3
Yes.
on the die.
Yes. So yeah, let me know what you roll, because that confused me.
Sorry,
Yes. So
I rolled 3 6s and a 3.
that's 11.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start asking you guys to roll d6s from now on. Then I'm just gonna calculate it that way. It's a hell of a lot easier.
Sorry, you said D3s, and so my brain. Tried
Yeah,
to
I
convert.
know. Jade, what are you doing with your 4 days out at sea?
Well, I probably would be, again, because I don't really have any projects or anything, what I would be doing would be to be working on just practicing for the tournament. Um, she's really at the point where she just is flummoxed by how to interact with Onyx, because it's rather like interacting with a post or a wall. It doesn't seem to ever go anywhere,
Damn.
and she has not quite figured out how to get around that. So I think what she might do to see if somebody is to talk to somebody else and see who or see if they have an idea of anything. And since Gray was the one who was sort of had expressed some concerns about Onyx and did seem to have some interest and they had interacted about it, she's going to go chat with Gray at some point.
Okay. I don't think it's too hard to find Gray on a boat.
Okay.
Oh, you think so?
So is she, so she's going to hunt for Gray. Does she need any dice rolls or anything
No,
to do
like
that?
I said, it's not too hard to find him on the boat. I mean, there's only so many places that he can be.
Okay, so Jade catches up with Gray. Gray, a moment of your time?
Yeah, what's up?
Or maybe a little longer. Here we find a comfy place to sit.
Yeah, I was about to head over near the bow and just kind of relax. So
Sounds
we could go over
perfect.
that way.
May I join you there?
Of course.
Oh, so are you writing a book about your adventure?
No, I'm reading a book about somebody else's adventure. This vault book that we found, lots of cool stuff in there.
Okay. Interesting. I must admit I'm surprised. Usually you're such a sort of storyteller. I would have thought you would have wanted that written down. Really someday you should consider writing a book.
I don't think I'm really much of a wordsmith. In the moment, I may go on and on and on about stuff, but once the moment's gone, I just kind of move on.
Well, yes, and that brings me to the real point I wish to speak with you. Um, I have tried interacting with Onyx. He certainly, always seems to hold his own and doesn't seem to contribute negatively. He was quite helpful when we brought the shark over or caught the shark.
That's the weird guy that's always looking at you, right?
That would be the one. Yes, that just sort of appeared.
Yeah.
I have tried several times now to interact with him, and it's, it's about. I mean, he certainly isn't hard on the eyes, but it's rather like looking at a post or talking to a post. I might as well go talk to the mainmast, really. I mean, I would get as much satisfaction out of it because it's just sort of I ask something and I kind of almost get an echo back as an answer. It doesn't go anywhere. I suggested he tried to keep a diary. I haven't asked him how that's going, but of course that's only going to be what he's experienced since we've been here. It's like he just has no memory of anything. He doesn't seem to have an original thought. I feel badly for him in that it doesn't seem like a very fulfilling way to live and to sort of be simply dedicated to seeing to what I want. He makes a fine sparring partner, which certainly has been good since I am trying to keep my skills sharp for the upcoming tournaments in Glimmercross. But I've got two questions really. The first is, do you have any suggestions? And the second is, since you seem to be able to engage so well in conversation and, as you say, are good in the moment, would you like to try speaking with him and see if you have more success? Perhaps I'm just not approaching it right.
I mean, I could try, sure. You said that it doesn't seem like a very fulfilling life to you. But have you asked him if he finds it fulfilling? I mean, some people just don't like talking to other people. When I was doing training, there was a couple of the apprentices there that, I mean, it was more exciting talking to a tree than it was talking to them. And that was before I learned how to talk to trees. So some people are just like that. Have you asked him if he's just happy being the way he is?
Well, yes, and of course his purpose is to serve, to protect, to, I mean, other than being there to basically be as cliche as it sounds, to be my knight in shining armor, he seems to have no purposes of his own, no dreams, no aspirations, no things that he would like to do.
I mean,
It
maybe
just
he's
seems
living out his
unfulfilling.
dreams and aspirations right now. Maybe he's doing exactly what he wanted to do with his life. I think you should ask him that. Ask him if he is where he wants to be and is doing what he wants to do. And if the answer to those questions is yes, I don't think there's really anything more that we can do if he's already happy. Like you said, some people they're not conversationalists. And, if you do ask him that and he's like, yeah, I mean, I guess I live to serve, then, okay, well, maybe he's not being entirely truthful. Admittedly, I still don't really trust the guy. Appears out of nowhere when we're walking through the woods and suddenly he's stuck to you like glue. Seems a bit fishy to me. No pun intended, with us being on the sea and everything. But I mean, if he is an honest guy and he just doesn't like talking to people, then it almost seems rude of us to try and push him to talk more.
Very true. But what I'm wondering perhaps is because he seems to feel he has a unique relationship to me, perhaps no matter what he thinks, he will never truly speak out with me. And that's why I wondered if you would just maybe take a moment and have a word with him and see if speaking to him as someone who he does not seem bound to serve would generate other responses.
Yeah,
If it
I mean,
doesn't, well,
that's fair.
then I know. I mean, unfortunately, we've had a lot of time, and I've had far too much time to think and ponder about this.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm totally down to do that, like right now, even. But I think when
Sure.
I
Well,
do,
I'm sure he's like 10 feet to my left there.
yeah, I think when
Trying
I
to
do,
inconspicuously stand somewhere where he can't
you
not
should be
see me.
like out of sight. So he
I
doesn't
don't.
think that maybe you're listening. Because if he thinks you're listening, then he's likely to just give me the same answers that he gives you, right?
Okay, so here's your challenge then, Gray. See if you can get him to go 10 feet out of my sight or enough far away that he can't see me and talk
Well,
to him.
I think the thing is, I engage him in conversation, and while I'm talking to him, you wander off somewhere. And then I just don't let him leave the conversation.
All right. I think I saw not go down below decks, so I'll just go down and, just below decks, maybe see if where Knock is or go down to my cabin, something like that. I won't be far. I'll be easy to find, but yeah, sure. Sounds great.
Yeah.
You game for a small adventure here?
It's gonna be something.
All right. Good luck.
And sure enough, you find him about 15 feet away, just standing there, just like staring off into the horizon.
I just kind of stroll right up to him and like stand beside him and like drape my arm over his shoulder. What you looking at?
I do not know. I am just prone to bouts of looking off into the horizon.
I get that. I used to do that a lot as a kid as well. My sister too. We would just kind of stare blankly at nothing. We always called it a staring problem because we didn't know what else to call it. Like we'd just be having a conversation. It's like, what are you doing? Oh, I've got a staring problem.
Maybe I have one of these staring problems.
So while this is happening, do I need a stealth roll to see if I can get somewhere where he can't see me?
If you're trying to do it quietly, yes. I will need a stealth check.
Yeah. Wait, I don't want him to see me. This may go badly. 18.
You're fine. As like you see the two of them beginning to converse in conversation, you just slip away and downstairs under deck to your quarters or to wherever you're going, putting more distance than you've had from Onyx since you've got on this boat.
When I get to the point where I think I'm out of his range, I'm going to breathe a bit of a sigh of relief and let Gray what he can magic do. Let Gray try to work his magic.
So you and Jade, is there like, something going on there between you two?
I am sworn to defend her.
Yeah, that's how it starts, man.
How what starts?
Romance. What else?
I was not instructed for romancing her. I am simply here to defend her and to carry out her whims.
Right. Her whims. You were Who instructed you anyway?
The Fates. The Fates
Right.
decreed that I am in service of her until my dying day.
And is that like something you're cool with, or did you do something to piss off the Fates and now like this is your punishment?
I don't think I did anything. Though if I did, I don't remember it. As I've told Jade a couple times now, I don't have any memories of what she calls my past. The first memory that I have is coming into existence next to her and knowing that I was to defend her.
Oh, so that's interesting. Do you want to know like where you came from and stuff? Like, is that something that interests you?
It matters not to me.
So you don't have like any curiosity whatsoever?
No. I have my task and I have my quest.
I mean, I'm kind of curious where you came from. Like, what if you have family out there somewhere?
Well, that would be a surprise to me. If you do locate a family that claims ownership of me, well then please let me know. But as of right now, I have no knowledge of a family, no knowledge of a past. Simply coming into existence a couple days ago and being in service of Jade.
So, like, would you be okay with us? Would you be willing to let us, like, look for family and stuff if you had some out there somewhere?
I would have no objection.
The moment he says that, I'm casting a spell.
Okay. What do you cast?
I am casting Find Kin.
Interesting.
That sounds like deep magic bullshit.
And the reason why I asked if he would be okay with it is
requires
because,
a willing creature.
Yes.
So you touch a willing creature or you make a melee spell attack. Or automatically, if the target is willing, you learn the identity, appearance, and location of one randomly selective living relative of the target. So as you touch Onyx, there's nothing that you feel for a moment. And almost as if they just popped into existence. Far off to the north, close to the Frigid Crown, there is another living Onyx.
Like, an exact copy type of thing, or
Almost
a
as if it could be
twin?
a twin brother.
Now that's interesting.
He kind of like looks down and is like, touching me is interesting?
I mean, probably for some people, and in this circumstance, for me as well. Yeah, quite interesting. Are you familiar with, like, I know your memory is all kinds of weird, but like, are you familiar with this part of the world at least?
Strange enough, I have a unexplained knowledge of the world itself.
Okay. So I just used a little bit of magic because you said you were willing. You said it was okay. I looked into you to see if I could find any relatives. And I think you have a brother near the Frigid Crown.
That is interesting. I've never been near the
Right.
Frigid Crown before. Or if I have, I don't recall it.
And I was kind of getting like the same vibe from them that I get from you. So like maybe a twin brother or something. Yeah, it was unexpected. It was weird. Like for a second, I felt nothing. And then like right when I was gonna give up on the magic, suddenly they appeared. Or suddenly I felt them. Kind of like when you first appeared.
Maybe the fates have sent another of me to defend someone else.
I mean, if they have, that kind of raises more questions about what and who you are. Questions that I kind of want answers to now.
Well, feel free to investigate to your heart's content. You have my permission.
Do you want to, like, find this guy together?
If
I
we,
mean, not just like you and me. I mean, like us as a group.
if we come across them, it would be interesting. But again, first and foremost, my duty is to Jade.
Right. But your duty is also to, like, follow her every whim, right? So, like, if she desired for you to find your family, that would also be your desire, right?
That would be her desires. And I would attempt to find my family if she so wished. But I could not leave her side, so she would have to join me in this journey of finding my supposed twin.
Right. Okay, we'll add this to the list. This is too weird for us not to investigate, right? I also don't want to, like, alarm you or anything. I don't know if you can even be alarmed. You're very stoic.
I do feel emotions.
Okay. I think the fates might have, like, cursed you or something.
Who knows? It is possible that I am cursed. Or it may be possible that I was created by the fates to protect Jade for reasons unknown to us all.
Yeah, I'm trying not to think too hard about, like, you simply didn't exist until that moment, because that leads to a lot of questions about, like, I don't even want to go down that road now, man. My mind is, like, going to weird places. I don't like it. I'm just gonna choose to believe currently, until evidence says otherwise, that you did something that made the fates look at you and go, okay, we need to wipe this guy's memory and give him a job. And then now you're here. And we're going to find a solution to that for you. I promise.
He kind of just shrugs. Okay.
Okay, cool. Jade's gone, by the way. I don't know where she went.
Oh, she is Underdeck.
Not touching that right now. Have a good day. I'm just gonna leave.
Do you go find Jade, or are you just going back to your own thing?
I think I walk like 10 feet away from him and just like stop and stand there for a few minutes.
And he just goes back to staring out to the horizon.
And then I go find Jade. Who I know is below deck.
Is she actually talking to Nock, or did she just end up kind of milling about below deck?
She would only be talking to Nock if A, she could find him, and B, she was able to confirm that she wasn't interfering in what he was trying to do.
Yeah, no, Nock would have been easy to find. He's not exactly the hiding kind. So she would definitely find him. He might be tinkering with something, but I mean, tinkering with something is something he's always doing, so that's not exactly, groundbreaking in the sense of bothering him or not.
Okay, so she'll seek him out, find him, knock on whatever she can find, archway, doorway, something that is kind of, enclosing an area where he might be, and knock and say, "Excuse me, Knock?"
Yes, right
Oh,
here.
hi. Would I be bothering you if I joined you for a few moments?
Bothering me? No. Slowing me down my current task maybe a little bit, but that's within acceptable ranges. And yes, that's totally
Again.
what Graves said.
Again.
Poor Siva.
Every time. No, you're bothering me. I'm kidding. But yes, he looks up.
Sort of a deja vu. Jade's going, oh boy, what have I done?
You can see a canine sticking out of the side of his mouth as he kind of pulls back a little bit on his lip, and you've learned to maybe interpret that as a smile coming from Nock.
Okay.
And he's just joking around.
She's probably just gonna sit quietly, and she says, I asked Gray if he would try chatting up Ebony a bit, see if we can break through what seems to be this, I wouldn't say barrier around him. I mean, he's not that it's not approachable, but I hate to see someone who just seems to lack their own purpose.
Abby Rhodes, thank you for that raid.
Welcome, Raiders. So, I'm just gonna hang out here, and I told Gray he could come seek me out when he's finished the talk. I thought perhaps Ebony might open up a bit if I wasn't there.
I see. So you've gone from one asocial individual to another asocial individual, hoping Gray would get the previous asocial individual to open up.
Something like that. I'll just sit here quietly.
I mean, not obligatory, but that's entirely your prerogative. As he'll keep tinkering. He'll chit-chat with her if she actually keeps the conversation going, but otherwise he is under no compulsion to forcibly carry the conversation, considering the current, state of being.
And I think Jade would be at the point where, she knows he's trying to do something, so she doesn't want to, cause him to lose focus on his task.
Understandable.
But she is just trying to, give Gray some space for the chat.
Gotcha. Good.
And sure enough, Gray, you're able to track down Jade along with Nock.
Hey, so I had a chat with the guy.
Oh, okay. Shall we go somewhere and you can tell me what he said?
Sure, yeah. I mean,
or is it something that Nock should be hearing?
Oh, it's nothing weird. I did add a new quest to our list after the chat with him, though. So, I mean, we should all probably hear about that at some point.
Perhaps over our evening meal.
Yeah. So he, like, I guess he already explained this to you, but he doesn't, like, remember anything before the moment of encountering you?
Yes, we've been down that road more than once.
And
And Jade will kind of be sort of steering Gray, back up above decks.
right, and the fates sent him to you. Like they instructed him, like, this is, your person, do what they say, protect them, etc., etc.
Yes, and I did manage to notice that he does wear a dragon that matches mine on his armor.
Yeah, he can also, like, detect where you are at any given time.
Ooh. Oh, that he didn't tell me. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was a bit of a surprise. I was kind of saying goodbye to him. I was like, oh, hey, by the way, Jade's gone, because I wanted to see how he would react. And he just, like, stood there for a second, like he was mentally searching for you. And then he said you were below deck. And I came down here and you were below deck. So I guess he can detect you.
I wonder if he can detect the rest of us. I mean, that could be really handy, actually.
I'm guessing it's probably just a you thing. Just going off of his whole, like, Jade is my lady type of thing. Oh, also, not romantically interested whatsoever. I'm sorry.
Well, he did look too good to be true, to be honest. And
I mean, it could happen over time. He does have emotions. He was very explicit when he told me he has emotions. So it could happen. It's just not there yet.
that's fine. So what did you find out that added to our quest list?
Oh, yeah. So, like, the whole not really a conversationalist thing, I think that's just, like, a byproduct of the whole cursed by fates stuff. I assume he was cursed. Seems like a curse to me. So I don't think, no matter how hard we push on that front, that's gonna change until we free him from his curse. Alternative is he just simply didn't exist, but I'm not thinking about that. So I did some magic on him with his permission to, like, find if he had family or anything, because he said if he did have family, he'd be down to find them. So I was like, okay, I can do that. And I did that, but he didn't have family for, like, a few seconds. And then suddenly he did. And I don't know if it was just, like, another version of him or if it was, like, a twin brother, but I detected another familial essence of him up north near the Frigid Crown. So I thought, if we find ourselves in that area for some reason, why we would, I don't know, but we might, we could go looking for his brother clone.
But he wasn't aware of. I wonder if he can track his brother clone.
I asked him about family, and he said he didn't know. He didn't think he had family. He didn't know if he had family. He kind of didn't really care if he had family, but he was very open to us searching for family.
Interesting. Okay. Any other caveats on the searching for family part?
I don't think so. I mean, he seemed kind of interested when I said that I detected someone, and he seemed open to us tracking them down at some point. Like, he's not averse to it or against it in any way.
So theoretically, if he did, by some horrible chance, turn out to be a detriment to the party, and we felt he did have ulterior motives, we could just send him off to look for his brother then.
Yeah, I mean, we could. I don't know if he would. because I think he feels like he has to be, within reasonable distance of you in order to protect you, type of thing. But I don't know, maybe just try sending him off somewhere one day and see if he does it. Like when we get to Glimmercross, I don't know, maybe tell him to go to the other side of the city for a couple days and see if he actually does it.
Or see if I sent him on some sort of errand, how far he might be willing to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Well,
as far
interesting. I mean, I'm not trying to get rid of him or anything, but you know,
yeah, I get it.
it's
I get it.
it's just odd and intriguing. And if there is some sort of a curse like this, perhaps it is something that it's wise to be aware of. I mean, it could
Yeah.
have, what happens if one of us offends the gods and poof, all of a sudden the next thing we're gone and we find ourselves transported to who knows where in servitude to somebody with our minds wiped out.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the theory that I'm running with, is like he did something at some point in his previous life that the fates were like, okay, yeah, no, you got to be punished for that. And then this is his punishment. And part of that punishment is him not realizing that it's a punishment because he can't remember anything. Seems like the
The
kind of twisted thing that deities would do.
Yeah, the only creepy thing about that is you said he didn't have a twin, then he has a twin. But
Yeah.
that does that mean that if the fates do something horrible like curse someone, they basically create another copy of Ebony, so that around the world we might find many Ebonies.
I think you mean Onyx.
Onyx, I'm sorry, Onyx. Where did I get it? Well, black, another. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, another Onyx.
Yeah, I mean that's the other theory, the one that I'm trying not to think too hard about, because that goes down some existential roads that I'm not sure I have the capacity to process right now. But yeah, I mean, like, did me looking for his family create the family in that moment? God, I hope not. But, it's possible.
Well, it certainly would give you another unique skill set, wouldn't it?
I don't want that. That's going down creationist roads that I don't think a mortal should be able to go down.
Okay, just one more question and then I'll let you enjoy the rest of the day. Great. So this spell you cast, is it something you've cast previously?
Oh yeah, I've done it before. It's a really
Okay.
simple spell. It just
Sure.
finds a random relative.
Someone taught you the spell?
Yeah.
Okay. Did they ever mention that it had that sort of side effect? And when you've cast it other times, did it feel like this, where there was nothing and then all of a sudden there was something, or was this a unique thing?
Oh, this was 100% unique. Like anytime I've done this in the past or had people do it to me, it's really basic druid ritual that we used to do it to each other all the time. Like it was instant. It would instantly tell you where a random relative was, or what they looked like, or anything of that sort. There was no delay like I felt with him.
Well, interesting stuff. Perhaps the next time you're with your druid group, you can bounce that off of them.
Yeah.
Or a group of higher level druids. It would be interesting to know their thoughts.
Yeah, I can do that. No problem.
Well, thank you so much. I guess we did learn a little bit more.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, it's like I feel kind of bad for the guy, knowing that there's a possibility he had a life that he just doesn't remember. But also at the same time, it's like, okay, yeah, he's weird because he was cursed. So that's kind of okay in a way.
Yeah, But as long as whatever it was that he did previously, if he was cursed, isn't something that is going to affect what he does when he's with us, I wouldn't want to put the group in danger.
True.
You know,
Though-
if he horribly murdered someone, I'd hate to wake up some morning and find that one of us had been horribly murdered.
But then if that part of his life was wiped away by the fates, then we also just don't have to worry about it, right? Until we remove the curse or he fulfills whatever criteria the fates have set in place for him to have his life back, and then suddenly we have like a rampaging killer on the loose hanging out with us, in which case that's problematic, but also probably not how all of this went down.
Well, it's another story to add to your collection, Gray.
Yeah, I think this is a story to add to your collection, actually.
Well,
Seems
true.
real attached to you, so...
But you're the storyteller.
Well, if he turns out to be like a serial killer or something, you know, I might just take a day off and let you handle that one.
Well, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I've never beat him in sparring practice, though, just so you know.
Not yet, anyway.
I mean, he does have 2 levels on you. Okay. Valeth, is there anything that you would like to take care of in these 4 days of travel? If you are available.
I'm guessing not available.
All good. Okay. So as those 4 days close, can I get another volunteer, please?
Yeah, I'm taking a break from driving the ship.
No one else volunteered, so I will.
Go for it.
All right,
That's how this works.
time for the boat to go into another side of the mountain.
Yep.
Look, I count to
Full of
like
reefs.
5, 6 in my head, and if no one speaks up, then they're doomed with my dice.
Okay. Gilly, go ahead and roll me a d6.
A 5.
5. Nice.
Yeah.
Roll me percentiles.
That's where things get questionable.
That's where things do get questionable.
That one's cocked. All right. 79.
Oh, okay. You didn't doom everyone this time around.
Not
Though,
yet.
this will be the final stretch of your travels, as in 5 days' time, you will find yourself in the port of Glimmercross. So, as the smooth sailing continues on, give everybody one last chance for any sort of training clocks or any sort of RP or any conversations you want to have with one another or anybody on the ship. Now is your time. So I'm going to go down the list or down the cameras here. Gray, is there anything you want to do within this 5 days time?
I don't know if there's anything that would really require any rolls or anything. I think after that conversation that Gray had with Jade, where she mentioned speaking with other druids, and knowing that at the end of his training, Gray was not chosen by any circle of druids, he's just going to kind of take some time and not meditate necessarily, but find a private place on the boat and just kind of connect with his surroundings and take that in and kind of recenter himself after the chaotic adventures of this voyage.
Okay. Just a bit of a reset for him.
Yeah.
Okay. Val, is there anything you wanted to take care of in these 5 days?
At this point in time, no. Yes, no. I'm actually going to, for science reasons, just basically every day sort of write just goings on, not on the ship, but as we're sailing, just things I see out in the ocean.
Okay.
And each of them needs to be on sort of their own thing, on piece of parchment or whatever. Just because we're going to science something.
Okay.
Because on the 5th day, I have to consume one more piece of knowledge.
Yes, you do.
And I'm going to take one of those.
Okay, so this is where it gets interesting. As you go to use your item to consume knowledge, and you learn you cannot consume knowledge that you've imparted onto this world. It has to be someone else's knowledge that you must consume.
Huh. Science. All right. In which case, I am going to take one of the smaller books that I acquired.
Okay.
Just
Smaller books by random, or is there like a specific type of book you're grabbing?
There was not any noted difference in the books. It was just
this
5 that you randomly gave.
Yep. This is more. Are you looking for something of like more of like, say, like an almanac, or are you looking for just like a
I'm looking for
storybook?
something that is definitely like fiction.
Okay.
As opposed to actual information.
Okay.
That's real.
So as you just grab one of the random fiction books that you have procured, go ahead and roll me a d20.
6.
6. Okay. You consume that book, and much like what happened when you consumed your brother's short story, you now hold on to that knowledge of that story, and you can go ahead and mark another book as consumed.
Done and done. All right, that's all I'm gonna do for now then.
Okay. Rin, what are you doing with your last 5 days of sea travel?
I mean, other than making the more of the south, she will kind of check in on Valus' mother. It's making sure she's kind of holding up for the journey.
Surprisingly, actually, give me a medicine roll if you're going to actually actually do some sort of checkup on her.
But not an actual checkup, but more of like a, hey, how are you doing? How are you feeling?
If you're doing that, you don't have to roll a medicine check.
Yeah, more of a conversational check-in.
Surprisingly enough, she seems to be in rather high spirits the closer that you get to Glimmercross. Just the fact of being able to talk with a healer who they've heard through rumors should be able to at least assist in somewhat with her condition, has her in very high spirits and very high hopes. And it seems like the sea air, for some reason or another, agrees with her.
She's glad she's not suffering. Faring better than I'm sure Nock is. He's had to drink some sort of ginger potion this entire time to keep from yakking.
Yup.
Yup.
We're like, yup.
So yeah, then she'll go back to just making those
The potions?
salves.
Oh, the
Yeah.
salves? Okay. Are you going... How many days are you spending with these salves?
As long as nothing comes up all 5 days.
Well, nothing comes up. You guys have clear sailing this whole way, so go ahead and roll me 5 d6s so I don't confuse myself.
I got 3 5s, 1 4, and 1 1.
3 5s, 1 4, 1 1.
Yes.
It's another 12.
And that actually puts me at 39 total ticks, which 35 is the goal for the skill on its own.
Okay, so you now have the skill to create those healing salves without needing to, again, apply a clock or anything. These are just now going to be something that you can create as long as you have downtime.
Okay.
Well, and the materials.
Yes. Add 5 more to that and then take 5 more out of the materials that I have.
Yep. And with the proficiency with this, you can make now 2 a day instead of 1.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Rin. Not Rin, sorry. Jade.
Yes.
What are you doing for your last 5 days of travel?
Lots of sparring practice
Okay.
with the goal in mind to see if she can actually best Onyx or not.
Okay. Give me a second here because I do have rules for this. I just need to find
Not that
them.
she's just, based on this whole little snippet of conversation where Gray had said, well, if you have to deal with a mass murderer, have a good time. We'll see you afterwards. So, and I know that it wouldn't be like that, but she's just thinking, okay, could I best him?
I need to find the rules for this, but for now we can go ahead and just make this a straight up D20 roll.
Okay.
We'll just do a bit of rollies here.
No modifiers.
No modifiers.
Yep. Now, a poor start with a 9.
He got a 17.
I lose round 1.
So go ahead and roll me 4 more D20s.
Okay. Do you want them one at a time or all the numbers at once?
1 at a time.
Okay. So the next one, oh boy, is a 3.
Okay, he got a 14.
The next one is an 18.
An 18. On the 3rd day, you're able to best him.
Oh, okay. And I've got a couple more rolls here.
You got 2
Yeah.
more.
Yeah. Okay. And then 13.
Okay, he got a 16.
So I didn't best him that day. And a 14.
And a 14. And you're able to best him on the 5th day.
So 2 out of 5.
Yep.
So that makes her feel maybe a little bit more confident that, it's possible that he isn't always going to, he's obviously a good, strong competitor and opponent, but obviously still within her range of being able to potentially or possibly best him if she needed to. And she hasn't pulled any of the tricks she can do either, so. Okay.
Okay.
And she will, thank him, of course. Hope he's enjoyed it, and she's going to take a moment to ask him how he's doing with his diary and if he's getting any satisfaction out of that. She had asked him to keep a daily diary.
I've been keeping track of the daily comings and goings. I don't really feel much dejection or joy from it. It's just something to keep me busy.
Well, it could be of use to us, though. Overall, to have a good record of where we've been. Also, I have a question. Not meaning to pry. I will admit that I did have a Gray speak with you. I was hoping to have someone who was less directly connected to you speak with you, just to see if there was something that you might want to say that I just didn't know how to ask you. But he mentioned, that I was not within your sight on deck, and you simply said that I was below deck. So do you always know where I am?
Every hour of every day.
Oh my
Even if you were
goodness.
not within my sight.
Oh my. Is there a range to that?
I would not know. I would assume that the range is at least this boat because I've been aware of your location this entire time.
Okay. Well, that does add a whole interesting dimension to a person's privacy, doesn't it? Or perhaps that
Well,
doesn't.
I don't know what
Technically
you are doing. I just know where you are at.
Okay. Okay. Perhaps when we reach Glimmercross, we might try an experiment then. Would you be willing to go on an errand across town?
Not if I have to leave your side.
Okay, I see. But if you know where I am, or is that not good?
In situations such as this, as we are on a boat that is familiar to us, I'm more comfortable with you being farther than away from me. But going into a city or out into the wilds, I would prefer to remain closer to you, just in case something were to happen.
Well, I respect that makes you comfortable in your own way. So, all right. Thank you for sharing that, and please don't feel offended that I did have Gray speak with you. And
Of course not.
you're certainly welcome to speak with the rest of us if you wish to, and perhaps become a companion to the group.
If I have anything to speak with them about, I will.
All right, fair enough. Well, enjoy your ocean watching. We're soon to make shore and port, I understand. Have you been to well, of course, this is a silly question, but do you remember ever having been to Glimmercross?
I unfortunately do not, though I have knowledge of Glimmercross.
Okay. Well, I trained there, so I do have some familiarity. Perhaps I can show you some of the sites if there's time. But I will admit that the games and competitions are of first interest to me. Will you participate as well?
If I am allowed.
Well, we'll see how that goes. I would like that for you. And she'll wander off.
Okay. Knock, are you doing anything for your 5 days?
Well, like I said before, we were building stuff and tinkering and all that, so that's still happening. But I know for a fact at one point or at another, he'd probably end up in the galley sneaking some food and drinks like he did before the house stole everything.
Okay.
Or stole and interrupted his meal. Whether he bumps into Valen there or not, or whether or not he bumps into anybody there or not, is, subject to interpretation. But, yeah. Sorry, Valith, not Valen, I don't want to say that, but Valith or anybody else there is entirely subject to interpretation. But yeah, that's probably most of his trip is basically him spending time in his study tinkering, spending a bit of time with getting some air a little bit. But again, there's going to be a lot of vomiting if he's above deck. So
Yep.
yeah, we're spending most of our time in our cabin and in the mess trying to sneak food.
I don't think you necessarily have to sneak food. I think, the crew is fine with you grabbing food.
Well, food, yes. The drinks that are meant for Glimmercross, maybe not as much.
Oh no, there are kegs set aside for travel for people to drink. The kegs that are meant specifically for Glimmercross are under guard.
Okay. Well, either way, yeah, we're eating, but and that's mostly when we'll be available for social interaction. But aside from that, I mean, it's mostly writing stuff and maybe doing some research on that glyph. But again, you told me I pretty much hit a bottleneck until I can talk to somebody who knows about runesmithing. So I think I'm pretty much topped off for this trip.
Okay.
There is actually something else that I forgot about that I wouldn't mind doing. Now that they've had a fair bit of time to kind of bounce back from the incident that happened before we departed on our voyage, I want to go check on Shavira and the rest of that trio.
The troublesome trio. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And they've been out about and doing their own thing on the ship. Shavira has been really addicted to fishing. Not Shavira, I'm sorry, Leah has been really addicted to fishing. Shavira keeps finding herself up in the crow's nest. Like, sun up to sundown, she's up there. And she's very rarely will come down in between. Sola, on the other hand, is just wandering about and keeping to himself.
I think a lot of the time, Gray probably finds an excuse to join Leah in the fishing, but he will also find time to climb up to the crow's nest just to check in on Shavira.
Okay. And as you climb up to the crow's nest, she's not even like trying to peer over the crow's nest to like the railing, just like see what's going on. She's just pretty much just sitting in the bucket.
Kind of climb most of the way up and then kind of like stop at the top of the rungs of the ladder. Is there room for a second one up here?
Maybe. I mean, I haven't really heard of many people, piling into a crow's nest.
I guess now's the time to find out. And I climb the rest of the way into it.
She kind of like pushes you away a little bit, as it is definitely cramped in here.
Sorry, I don't mean to impose or make things weird.
You mean like giving me a face full of hip?
Listen. I got nothing to follow that up with. I'm sorry. I just wanted to come see you and see how you're doing after everything. You've been spending a lot of time up here by yourself.
Yeah, I tend to do that. Especially after I've inadvertently murdered someone.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't your fault or really your doing, but I get it. I do. Sometimes you need that time.
It was my fault. I lost control. And when I lose control, they come out and people die.
Yeah, but I mean, can you really be expected to be in control at all times? I mean, everybody loses their cool eventually.
Maybe. I don't know. It's just I don't like the feeling of having murdered somebody. Not to mention, maybe a little bit too much information on this one, but after they kill somebody, there's a bit of an aftertaste that lingers for a couple days.
Oh,
Yeah. So I have that to deal with as well.
that doesn't sound overly pleasant.
That's because it's not.
You know, some of the druids that I trained with, they described something kind of similar when they like wild shape into a beast and then they go on a hunt and, you know, as the beast enjoy the fruits of that hunt. And then when they turn back into their normal selves, there's like this lingering taste in the back of their throat of the thing that they ate. And they said it's just the worst. It kind of sounds similar.
I'll have to take your word for that one.
I hope not to experience it. Sorry. I'm gonna leave that one to just you.
So is
So
there a reason you're up here and not fawning over Leah?
Am I that obvious?
Oh my god. Pretty sure everybody on board knows that there's something going on.
You think there's something going on? Like, do you think I actually have a chance?
Do I look like the paragon of relationships here? Everybody I
don't
take to
know.
bed ends up dead. I'm not really the one to
Okay,
ask if that's
But the
a thing.
point is, you do get them to bed, don't you?
True.
Right? So, I mean, plus, you've known Leah longer than I have. Like, would she even be interested?
I'll give you a little tip here, Gray. If you want to know if somebody's interested in you, ask them.
Direct route. Okay. Yeah, okay. Good advice. See, you do know what you're talking about.
I'm happy to be a master of the obvious.
Sometimes the obvious is not so obvious to some of us, you know? So I appreciate the insight. And I'm glad you seem to be doing a little bit better. I was a little bit worried about you. Not that we're like, you know, long-term friends that need to be worrying about each other all the time, but, you know, aside from your affliction, you seem like a really cool person. So I just wanted to make sure you're okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just passing the time because sea travel is just so boring.
I disagree. I went for an extra planar ride on the dragon.
Look at me.
so
I made friends with the dragon. Yeah, I saw that.
I'm just saying, sea travel, not so boring if you take initiative. Instead of hiding up in the crow's nest all the time, hang out with the rest of us.
Yeah, I'll hang out more with you guys when I'm not around the company of the guy I brutally murdered before we launched.
Okay, fair. I'll give you that one. Just that one, though. I expect to see you hanging out with us in Glimmercross when we spend time with all the festivities, you know? Have a good time.
Great, I know how to have fun. And I'm looking forward to the festivities. I haven't had a drink since I got on this boat.
Okay, all right. When we get to Glimmercross, if you know how to have fun, I expect you to prove it to me.
Fine, we're going bar hopping.
Deal. And we're gonna bring Leah with us.
I don't think I could tell Leah no. Leah kinda likes to drink.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be a great time. All right, I'll leave you to your brooding then.
I'm not brooding.
Okay, bye. And I crawl back down to the ship.
Okay. Poor gnome just wants to be left alone and is like, hey, is there any room in this crow's nest?
Nobody gets
Check.
private time when Gray's around.
Apparently not.
Guess you could say he can't get gnome satisfaction. Walks away.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Okay, Valeth. I know.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
The child finally went to bed.
Hooray.
Yay.
So,
Yeah.
while you've got like, I'll go back because you've been dealing with kiddo stuff. For the last 9 days of your travel, is there anything that you wanted to focus on, or anything of that sort?
Yes. I have a poisoner's book that
Poisoning
I'm
for
trying
Dummies.
to- Yep, poisons for dummies. So yeah, I think after the occasional, soaring out and flying for a bit, just to stretch her and do off swings, fly around, do a little bit of training here and there. She's gonna focus on the book.
Okay. How many days would you like to dedicate to this book?
All 9.
Give me 9d6.
Look, I killed a shark. We have enough shark meat to last
I
us the
killed
rest
a
of this trip.
shark.
I don't need to fish much longer.
No, you don't.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go in order just to help with my math.
Yep.
So I got a 5,
Okay.
another 5, a
Okay.
3, a 2, a
Okay.
1,
Okay.
a 4,
Okay.
another 4,
Okay.
a 6,
Okay.
and I think I have one more. I think that was 8. And another 6. We'll take it.
All right. Give me a sec here. That's a grand total of 19.
I'm 5 away. Nice. Okay. This is good. This is good.
I honestly think this is the first time people have been super close to finishing their clocks, or finish their clocks.
It's been a while.
It's been a while because
Usually-
like you really don't have a lot of downtime to do this.
Yeah.
It's amazing what happens when, I decide to take it slow and give you guys plenty of time for travel and RP.
And I appreciate it.
Okay. So as everybody settles in for their final night, early in the morning, bells begin to ring, signaling from the crew that the ship is pulling into the port of Glimmercross. And as the ship makes landfall and begins to dock, we are going to go ahead and take a quick break so we can get up, stretch our legs, freshen our drinks, and all that fun stuff. And we'll be right back. So we're going to finally get to Glimmercross after how many years of being away from this continent?
I mean, I'm pretty excited. We almost set it on fire
Same
last
here.
time.
Yeah, you
Yep.
did. All right, we will be
I
right.
wasn't here for the setting on fire part, but I'm excited to get there.
Yeah.
And we're back. Oh, hope everyone had a good break.
Yes.
More coffee.
Yeah, more coffee. I've had to like make a sacrifice and like just drink these because it is far too hot right now to make any sort of coffee.
I do enjoy those,
I feel
but
that.
being gray requires copious amounts of coffee.
When you make a character that just needs like copious amounts of caffeine. Hey, Evie.
Needs energy.
Yep. Okay. So as I said before we left, you have all received notice that the ship is beginning preparations to dock in the city of Glimmercross. A massive city with a very colorful and at times bloody history. A location that played host to one of the pivotal moments in the days before the Age of Continuance, where a final stand was made against the vampire lord slash lich Vincent, where a group of heroes cemented themselves in the pages of history. Though the city itself did not fare well during the siege or after it, a vast majority of it was destroyed. And these years after, into the Age of Continuance up to now, the city has been rebuilt from the ground up. Still the capital of the what is known as the Southern Kingdoms, Glimmercross is a hub, and in that sense a melting pot of different peoples, different cultures, different ways of life. It's said that if you are looking for anything, you'll more than likely find it in Glimmercross. After it was rebuilt, Glimmercross has played host to the Continuation Festival, which is a once a year festival held to welcome in the new year of Continuance, and which is why you are all here today, as the city makes its final preparations for the Continuance Festival. Even as you begin to disembark from the ship, you could already see banners and streamers and the cities just decorated in what could only be called as a cacophony of color. Happy children running up and down the street, families coming in from various ships, everyone from around the Southern Kingdoms and even farther out into the reaches of Tahlendra have begun to finally make their landfall into this great city. The city has also played home to some of you as you were training to become officially recognized adventurers. So for some of you, this is a bit more familiar to you than everyone else. As you begin to disembark, you're ushered off maybe a little quickly, a little too quick for your liking, as if you are not part of the crew that is moving cargo from the ship onto the dock, you've been asked to like clear out more into the dock area itself and not sticking too close to the ships. Once you are sort of situated and the cargo that you were helping travel across the sea is unloaded, Vela's father comes to all of you and sort of just like puts his hands together and just like thank all of you for coming with us in this maybe boring journey, but you did save us some time, and you saved our hides a bit with that whole red fang, red face, whatever that wolf was. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you, kids. I'm happy to see that all of you have grown into such wonderful people.
Well, of course I wanted to help and accompany you. It was far from boring. There was a lot happening.
Well,
maybe not every day, but a lot.
You'll definitely have stories to share. As I know a couple people back home who would like to hear them. Just to let you know, your room and board have been paid for. Sort of as a thank you.
Dad.
What?
You did not have to do that.
I didn't, but it would have been rude of me to at least not offer some form of payment. I know I couldn't just hand all of you, a pile of gold, because you would have been able to turn that down and say, no, your family, no charge. But I, as a respected businessman, have to pay those who help me. So enjoy the festivities. Your room and board are on me.
Well, thank you.
And now that
I appreciated that.
Of course. Now that we're here, I bet all of you are itching to go and explore the city, so I will free you of your obligations to me, as we have made it to Glimmercross in one piece. I have to go and talk to the event coordinator, get our stall and everything set up, make sure that everything is on the up and up. So, a bunch of boring business stuff for me today, but I look forward to seeing all of you at the stall at least a couple times. Family discount to anybody who stops by.
I mean, yeah, for sure.
I mean, I don't think I've seen Bayless drink anything other than your mead, so of course we're going to have to stop by. She'll need refills.
I try not to.
And I mean, I've got a bar hop set up with the Troublesome Trio over there, so I'm sure we'll be stopping by.
Oh, you do now? You weren't inviting the rest of us?
Everyone's welcome to come.
Does this feel obligated to you guys? It feels like he's now obligated to offer this to us.
Okay, everyone except for you, Rin, is welcome to come. You're not allowed to come until you tell me about the what the hell is this?
Oh yeah, you missed the shark, didn't you?
Oh, that's right.
You're just gonna leave me hanging this whole time?
I mean, I forget about them until I accidentally breathe through them and then choke.
You forget about them until you breathe. Let's
Wrong.
not tell Gray about it, though. He doesn't need to know.
She'll hold out the palm on her hand. You'll see the rune that's it basically buried itself into her hand. She goes, I found something in the roof of the shark's mouth, and I went to pull it out to show the smarter people in the group, and it decided to become a part of me.
And it gave you gills?
Yes.
Can you turn into a shark?
Jade thought I was turning into a shark. She was really concerned about it. But nothing so far.
Are you a were-shark?
No. But if I am, you're the first person I'm meeting.
That seems unnecessary. Would you maybe reconsider it if I invited you on the bar hop?
Maybe. If it's genuine.
I'm genuinely inviting you. Please don't eat me.
You did just sass her. You had this coming, Gray.
Okay, but so did she.
I mean, I'm assuming by the way that air does not pass through them well that I can breathe underwater with them.
You haven't tested it?
No, that has really been an opportunity.
We just came off the boat, right?
Yeah, you guys are still standing on the dock as everybody else is disembarking.
Oh God.
I want to try and quasi tackle Rin and push her into the water.
Okay. I'm going to roll something too.
Oh God, that scares me.
All right. Everybody working the dock is far too busy to recognize what's going on at the moment. So for the two of you, let's go ahead and make this a strength contest.
Ugh, this is going to be like trying to tackle a brick wall.
You're the one who decided you want to try to push the barbarian. I mean,
Listen. Barbarian says they haven't tested out their gills yet. Of course I'm going to try and push them in the water.
it'd be really fucked up if they were fake gills, right?
All right, Rin. You got to beat a 10.
Seeing how I got a natural 20 for a 24, she sees you coming. She resists for just long enough for you to know that she could have stopped you and then let you push her overboard.
All right, so Rin, you are pushed off the dock into the waters. And you go down, and surprisingly enough, you can breathe. But something else happens to you as well, as your legs are replaced with a tail, as you have a mermaid form.
He just kind of stares at Gray for a little bit.
And then you feel something reach into your mind.
Oh God.
Little mermaid, little mermaid. Why is one of your kind in my dock?
Didn't know it was your dock. Just fell over. And she would start grabbing Gray and trying to swim up towards the surface with him.
Oh, did Ray go in Gray go into the water too?
He tackled me, so I'm assuming so.
I mean, I guess that depends on if Rin grabbed hold of him or not.
With a natural 20, you can
She was going.
you can dictate that if you're gonna take him with you.
I don't feel like she will let you tackle her into the water without taking you with her.
Okay.
So,
Gray doesn't hear this. This is just you. Well, then allow me to give you one warning and one warning only. Keep your toys and yourself out of my water.
how far is your water? Just so I can be certain we are safely out of it if I ever need to go for a dip again.
Yes, about that. Nowhere near the city. And most definitely not at night. That's dinner time.
I'll keep that in mind. Appreciate your benevolence. And she's gonna haul Gray out of the water. Back onto the dock.
And as soon as like you begin to leave the water, you're able to will that tail away.
You're welcome.
Yeah, there's something. We were not alone in there. Stay the hell out of the water at the dock.
I mean, generally, there's
No,
fish
no.
in there, right? Yeah.
Something was talking to me, and it said to stay out of the water, and especially at nighttime, because that's when it feeds.
Are you sure? I didn't hear anything.
Maybe it's because of the gills. You don't have any.
I suppose that's not impossible. I mean, did you like ask what this thing was?
Nope. It sounded like it wanted to eat us, so I decided we should get out first.
I suppose that's reasonable. I mean, I kind of want to go back in and ask, though. Although I didn't hear it, so I guess I couldn't.
No, but it seemed to think I was a different species than I am.
Yeah, do you think maybe it was the whole tail thing that you had? Because I saw that.
Maybe it did call me a mermaid. Although I don't. Maybe it was a shark tail. I don't know. I didn't look. Did you get a good look? Was it a shark? Was I turning into a shark?
What kind of tail was it? Did I see clear enough?
Some sort of fish-like tail.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not like a circle of the oceans or anything. So if it was a fish tail, it's cool though.
I guess they did have you pretty inland for your training, didn't they?
Yeah. I mean, fish were never really my forte anyway, so you know, they all kind of look the same.
So as the troublemakers here decide that they need to go for a swim, what is everybody else doing on the dock? You're muted, by the way, Tilt.
Definitely not going for a swim. We've had enough water for at least a lifetime, if not two.
Fair.
Do we happen to know what the city rules on flying are?
Oh, that's a good question.
Have you
Like, am I going to catch a ballista bolt to the face?
have you been to Glimmercross
question.
before? Did you spend any time in Glimmercross for your training?
Most of my training was in Mercy Point, but I would imagine that we probably passed through Glimmercross at one point.
Go ahead and give me a history check. See if you remember what the rules are.
Ah, I do not. Not with a 2 on the dice.
Nope. You can't
There
recall
is
if
no
there's-
knowledge.
Can't recall if there is a rule against it or if everybody's free to fly or what the requirement is for that.
You know what, sister? When in doubt, ask the guards. We're gonna actually find a guard and ask them.
Okay. You find one of the constables sort of like walking the street. Sort of just keeping an eye on like the traffic that's coming from the dock and going into the city.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
My apologies for disturbing you in your important duties, but my sister and I were wondering if there are any airspace restrictions in this city with regards to my kind flying.
Oh, yeah, we tend to ask people not to. City isn't really built around people who can fly. I mean, I don't doubt that you two know how to control your own bodies. But last thing we need is a bunch of flyers crashing through windows if they're drunk or losing control or dropping something on the street below. It's just best if everybody just remain connected to the ground.
Thank you, sir.
Of course.
As yeah, we'll look at Val and go, well, sister, I believe this answers our question.
Good to know before we accidentally do that.
True.
I don't feel like being thrown in jail for breaking a rule I didn't know existed.
Quite the same.
5 minutes in the Glimmercross, thrown into the slammer for breaking a no-fly zone.
Flying without a permit.
Also, sister, next time we have to walk
Permit.
out, next time we have to walk up to a stranger and ask a question, you're on it. Your turn.
Ew.
I know.
Ew.
Your turn next. Moving on.
Ew. Human interaction.
Right. Any form of interaction. Blech.
Okay.
Well, sister, where shall we go? Anything in particular you want to do?
I need to go visit. Actually, you might even know where they are, and if not, you're going to help me. I
You're
need.
asking the strangers next, but yes.
We need a wizard tower guild something. I have questions.
Oh, that I should be able to help. And you know what? It's just as well. I'm trying to look for some form of a rune specialized mage. I have a few things I need to get verified.
All right, so the two of you are gonna dip off to like the small wizard academy that they have here set up in Glimmercross.
Not
yeah,
before
I need to consult a professional.
Yeah, not before informing the others as to what we're doing, though, I think. Still let them know where we're going
Thank
and
you.
what we're doing.
Thank you for being considerate, not just outright splitting the group.
And not only will we tell them, we'll also ask them if there's any, planned point of reunion or, contact that we're supposed to be meeting at. Like, are we meeting at the tavern where our accommodations are later? Are we, what's the plan, sort of?
Sounds about right, actually. What time of day is it right now?
That's a good
It is
question.
early in the day. Like, sun just came up maybe about 2 hours ago.
If that's the case, I mean, it would make sense to do like if all else fails, meet back at the hotel.
You know what? That
That's a
sounds
good
like
thing, but
a agreeable plan. Let's do that. Villa, did you need to get anything while you were here? Sorry, I don't remember. It's been a little bit. I'm saying this in character since it's been a few days.
Nope.
For those of you, just as a notation as to the location of the inn that you, or the room and board that you have been provided, you are staying at the Gilded Toad. It is one of the, funny enough, it's one of the choice locations to stay at, as it is close to most of the festivities. It's closer to the fairground, it's closer to like the merchant area, and it's even close to the tournament grounds.
I didn't quite hear that. The gilded
Toad,
toad, as in frog?
like the frog, yes.
Okay, all right, thank you.
And I guess we'll all be meeting at the Golden Toad shortly, yes?
I mean, you can meet at the Golden Toad. We'll be at the Gilded Toad.
Yeah.
But it's the Gilded Toad. Well, thanks for correcting me. I would have probably ended up in the wrong part of town.
Would have been funny.
It would have been.
Why do you all find mirth in my suffering?
That's what friends do, man.
Sure, never mind.
And hey, speaking of like meeting up and doing stuff together, like, are we all planning on entering this tournament, like together or individually or whatever sort of like contests are going on, Or were
Okay.
some of you just like not interested?
So,
I mean,
in regards to the tournament, there are tournaments. There are a variety of tournaments that people
Of
can
everything.
enter into. There are tournaments for jousting. There's tournaments for like 1v1 melee. There is archery tournaments. There are, like, for those who do magic, there are magical tournaments. There's even things like pie eating contests and the sort all about.
is there drinking contests?
I mean, every tavern you visit is going to have some sort of drinking contest. It's not an official staple. It's not officially recognized by the tournament, by the festivities coordinator, but every tavern's gonna have drinking contests and whatnot. You could probably even find, like, beer pong or something in one of them.
Look, I just need to do Ash 2.0 and see how many fingers I cut off. See what happens.
True.
Being drunk.
Except we can't regenerate them this time. Not yet,
Yeah.
anyway.
Nobody is high enough
No.
level to cast regeneration this time around.
Well, and that wasn't a drinking contest. That was, she had to get drunk and then
Do the 5-finger fillet. Yeah.
do the 5-finger. Yeah. So a little different.
And you kind of just oops like almost every digit on your hand.
only 3, it's fine.
Only 3 fingers, it's fine. You got 2 more. Okay, so we have the siblings heading towards the mage tower. Where's everybody else looking to go?
Valeth will kind of turn to Gray when he asks, like, well, if we are to continue this journey to New Dagger Tree and whatever else we have in store, we're gonna need funds for traveling expenses in general. So I don't see why not joining the tournament would be a good idea. I think I'm very much going to try to win as much money as possible, especially since everyone keeps saying there's a lot of money that you can win in all these contests and tournaments. So I'm certainly going to partake.
And I'd love to flex my muscles.
Your muscle?
Let's get you some muscles first.
I'm totally down to like head in that direction. If you wanted to go check that out now, I don't know what all types of tournaments I would be able to conceivably enter. I'm not, a brawler or anything, but that won't stop me from trying. I mean, I did just tackle Rin right into the water. She put up no fight whatsoever. Much easier than I thought it would be. So maybe I have a chance in these tournaments.
If I remember correctly, Rojan, I think you said at the beginning it was going to be roughly a couple weeks before Glimmercross was having its tournament, and we've been on the road for like 11, 13 days.
Mhm.
So are the tournaments going on now or like the next
festivities are almost like ready to be underway. You can see that the city is like making the final preparations, but you still have time to enter into the tournaments if you wish to like do like early registration for them and beat the crowds. Then yes, you can most definitely pre-reg for the tournaments.
Okay.
So Valeth, could you be a sweetheart and actually put my name down as well, since I'm going to be stuck with my sister at the Mage Tower for a good chunk of the day?
For what?
What do you mean for what?
What tournaments do you want to sign up for?
You know me. I trust you.
All right.
That's dangerous.
Oh, there's already plotting being afoot right now.
Oh, I am fully aware of this. This is indirect for fuck me up.
Things are gonna
Sam.
happen.
Oh yeah, we know. It's fine.
So I guess in the meantime we go bar crawling. Well, sign up for tournaments so we're sober enough then bark crawl.
Yes.
That's my plan for
Yes.
today.
Oh, do let Duwath know not to fish in the bay. There's something in there. It's not friendly.
Duath is like,
It's too
excuse me,
shallow.
do I look like a bottom feeder to you? I don't eat
Yeah, it's too shallow.
dockfish.
That's
Okay.
gross. Do you know
Look,
what kind of
I don't
shit
know
grows
what
in
you
the docks?
prefer to eat and what you would eat to
Quality.
if by anything else.
I've got wings. I can fly out a bit if I need to.
Okay.
Not
Yeah.
to mention,
No.
I can smell a variety of meats in this city. I think I'm okay.
Okay.
As he,
I
like,
just don't want
he-
something to try to eat and then we have to pick a fight with it.
He looks over the Valeth. You're totally sharing the meat, right?
Yes,
Okay.
of course. Plus, I know you well enough, and I mean, you already answered before I could, but yeah, no, you, aside from the shit and everything that comes up to the shallows, yeah, no, you are more of a deep sea or deeper waters kind of guy. So yeah, no, I'm not worried about you. But let's find some unique meats in here, and I'll bring some back for you for sure.
Jade, are you going to travel with everyone else to register for the tournaments? You're muted.
I'm a bit fuzzy as to whether we're going as a group or overall we're going as a group.
Yeah, so right now the plan seems to be that Rin, Valeth, and Gray are going to the tournament grounds to register. The siblings are going to the Wizard Tower.
Alrighty. So Jade is going to tuck her arm into Onyx's so that he looks less like a guard or something and more of part of the group and say, let me show you the city. It's nice to be back here. This is where I did most of my training. And she will go first to the tournament grounds with the plan to register in everything for which she has been trained in combat. She will also inquire as to what Onyx would like to enter if he is able, and see to it that she is able to assist and help him do that if that's possible. And then she will, when that is completed, she will excuse herself from the group, take Onyx with her and say, there's somebody I want you to meet. We're going to the Paladins Guild. And she will go to the Paladins Guild with the intention of seeking out Becca Ironheart, with whom she had done the final part of her training.
Okay. So we are going to go ahead and we're going to carry through for the tournament registration to begin with. As the group splits up, the siblings head to the tower, and the rest of you make your way deeper into the city itself. And for the most part, the city looks to be as everything as you've heard it to be, or as if you've come through here and passing for your training as you remember it. The main road that you are taking is simply just from the docks, and it leads down into the heart of the city where a lot of the registration pavilions have been set up for those who are looking to participate in the upcoming tournaments during the festival. And as you get there, you see just a slew of individuals in different types of armor, some of them bearing royal crests or house insignias, some even flanked by like one or two squires, as well, as it looks like this tournament is something that even higher families or knights of renown or anything do participate in as well. But as the pavilions are spread out, you can see everything from, like I said, archery, one-on-one melee, jousting, magic. Like, the list just goes on. And it seems that the two that have the most people looking to register is the one-on-one melee and the jousting.
So we're absolutely signing Knock up for jousting, right? I think he'd be real good at it.
Didn't think I'd get this far. I mean, I'm gonna look around and see what there is, because I don't even know what the magic stuff is.
Did the trio come with us as well?
Oh yeah, the trio had to take care of something really quick as soon as they got at the dock, but as soon as they were done, they caught up with the rest of you at the tournament grounds.
Okay. I'm going to be looking at tournaments as well to see what I fit into. But also, I'm signing up for every tournament that Leah is also entering.
Okay. So, for your information, Leah has signed up for the archery tournament, the one-on-one melee, and the what's known as the onslaught, which is a expansive obstacle course and maze sort of get up that tests like every bit of like peak physical performance that you can think of.
It's okay, so I will add those to my list.
Oh God, I'm gonna compete with you for archery. Okay.
So, as you make your way towards the registration booths, we can go ahead and do archery first, since that seems like where everybody was following Leah.
I mean, I wasn't following Leah. I'm an archer. I was planning on doing that anyway.
So as you get up, both of you get up to like the registration tables, there are two books that have names in them. One is for those from like high houses or those with like some sort of lineage, and then the book for everyone else.
Fancy schmancy.
And
they get their own pool to compete against. They don't want to compete against everyone else.
Because they have people to do it for them.
And as you walk up to the table, they look both of you over. Competing by yourself or for a house?
My house. Myself.
My house.
My house. Oops.
And you as well, sir?
Yeah, just competing for myself, I guess.
Very well. Rules are, as always stated, that outside bows are not permitted. Well, not outside bows. I am sorry. Everyday use bows are not permitted. An enchanted bow to ensure that you do not harm other contestants or onlookers is required to be in your possession. All arrows are provided by the tournament grounds. There is a 25 gold registration fee. If you agree to these terms, please present your bows. If you do not have one, you will need to acquire one.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's no problem. Gray's gonna lean in to Valeth. Like, hey, Do you have an extra bow I could borrow?
No.
Oh.
If you do not have a bow, you can acquire one and then bring it to us at a later time for inspection.
Okay, yeah, cool. I'm going to do that. He leans into Valeth again. Hey, do you have 25 gold I could borrow?
Jeez.
Are you just poor right now?
Incredibly.
What did you spend all your money on?
What money?
Oh.
Druid.
Okay.
Fishing pole.
Druid.
Oh, the fishing pole. Right.
I'll pay you back
Okay.
in loot from the vault.
That's okay. Well, it's gonna be a while until we get to the vault. So,
Pay you back with interest.
perhaps you can pay me back with interest when you win a tournament.
Yeah, consider it done.
All
Wait,
right,
how
there
much
you go.
interest?
You already said yes.
Shit.
How much interest? Yes, percent.
200%. No.
How much percent? The IRS is on my ass percent. Oh yes, that one.
when you get the money, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
It's like
Okay,
taxes. You're
okay,
going to pay a
sounds
certain
good.
amount depending on how much you earn.
Okay. Rin, Jade, are you trying to get Onyx to register for the archery event?
I will ask Onyx if he has skill in archery and would like to register for that event.
I am well versed in all forms of physical combat, including ranged.
Excellent. So she walks up and she goes to the one that is for houses. And she says, "Good day, sir. I would like to register this gentleman who represents me for the House Redmayne of Spruce Home for the archery tournament, please." And she stands up to her
Redmaynes.
full height and looks as impressive as she possibly can.
It's been a while since we've had one of your Hold on one moment. And you see that he reaches over and he grabs like this small crystal and it begins to like pulse this like purplish color as he looks up to Onyx. I'm sorry, my lady. I am unfortunately going to have to deny the entry of this gentleman. Per tournament rules, fated individuals such as himself are excluded from the festivities.
Entirely.
Entirely in terms of the tournaments. The fated have a unfair advantage over mortal individuals.
Oh, I see. Well, we've been sparring practice for several days. I have bested him before.
That is impressive, my lady. You may be quite a contender for the melee, but I'm afraid that your companion here will be unable to compete in the tournaments.
Oh, we are disappointed, but we respect the rules. Thank you. And I'll turn to Onyx and say, "I'm sorry, Onyx. It seems that you have been prohibited from entry. I do hope, however, that you will see fit to cheer me and be my second in the events in which I am allowed to compete."
I am here for whatever you need. I am just interested that he calls me fated. It seems
As
as
am
if I have some sort of designation.
Apparently.
Maybe I and my brother are part of these fated people.
It's intriguing, and since we are here and it is a large center, perhaps we can investigate that somewhat further.
Indeed.
His crystal is quite interesting, and I find it also intriguing that that was something that he just saw fit to check when he saw you.
It did tend to shine rather brightly when I got close to the table.
True enough. Also interesting, and something we might be wise to remember, in case others have similar devices to which to detect your special abilities, shall we say.
I'm kind of curious as to what these special abilities are.
As am I.
That gives me such an unfair advantage over, what did he say? Mortals?
Yes, and yet, when we sparred, I was able to best you, which also intrigues me. Not consistently, of course, and you were the better of the two of us for fighting, but I also will concede that you seem to be somewhat more experienced.
Battle is second nature to me. It's almost as natural as breathing.
The fates have indeed been kind.
Do you guys register knock for the archery tournament? Okay.
No.
Like,
No, my plan is to sign him up for all the things that I know he's good at with one troll one. I
All
just
right.
don't know what
Okay.
it is yet.
okay. American
She's not that
Ninja
mean.
Warrior.
We're putting you in the grand melee. Damn it!
I
Wizard
really like the
noises.
sound of jousting.
I don't think he has the constitution for it.
That's
Okay.
why I like it.
So I'll work down the line here. So after jousting, Leah did register for the grand melee, or for the melee tournament. Show of hands of who's registering for the melee.
By the way, funny enough, I do have a con of 16. I'm not exactly a twig. He can take a punch.
Rin, are you participating in the melee? Okay. All right.
No, at least not solo melee.
Same thing. There's 2 books set up, one for those of a house and everyone else. Registration is once again 25 gold. If you are from a house, that registration is waived.
I lean into Rin. Hey,
What is the
Hey.
definition of melee then? Is that hand to hand?
That is physical combat. That is blades, that is hands, that is feet, that is teeth. Anything that is physical combat is what would be considered melee. Though
Okay.
in this sense, it is one-on-one combat with some form of weaponry. It could be swords, it could be axes, it could be maces, it can even be some form of knuckles. But there's no biting allowed.
I'm in.
Okay. Are you registering as a member of your house?
Absolutely.
Okay.
hey,
and I
hey,
can-
Rin.
Yes, Gray.
Rin.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna spot me 25 gold, right?
Jesus.
You're gonna pay me back, right?
With interest.
Are you setting how much the interest in, or am I?
You see, Bailiff like, ooh, wrong thing to say.
Somebody done fucked up.
If I win, then
I'll never get my gold back.
if I win, I will pay you back double. How about that?
If you win any of the tournaments, you will pay me back double.
If I win this tournament, I'll pay you back double. If I win any of the other tournaments, I'll pay you back in full plus 25%.
Sure.
Nice.
I'll give him 25 gold.
Okay. So the rules for the melee. You must, again, because this is a melee, this is not war. Weaponry from home is not allowed. No enchanted weapons, no enchanted armor, anything of that sort. When you are in the arena, you are to come with a specialized blunted weapon that is meant for tournaments. If you do not have one, much like the archery contest, there are merchants and artisans in the city who can craft you one.
Look, I'm a wizard. My staff comes pre-blunted. I'm good.
Okay. Going down the line even further, we have jousting. Who's jousting? No one? Okay.
Can we sign a knock?
Well, it depends. It depends. Can I use my griffin?
Your griffin cannot fly, but it can act as a mount.
I'm in.
Do it.
Okay.
This isn't a game of speed. This is a game of stay on your mount. Oh my god, I just cheated. Never mind. Let's go. Yeah, we're doing this.
You
Jousting.
just
Let's do
cheated.
this. I have an ability as the griffin mount where if someone tries to knock me off, I have advantage to save and stay on.
That's
So-
not cheating. That's just your skills.
That's just my skill.
Every jouster is expected to provide their own lances. Each of the lances will be inspected before the tournament begins. That way, if anybody's trying to cheat or, work with non-blunted lances or anything like that, they can be caught. The entry for the joust is 50 gold.
Ooh.
Okay. That must mean a bigger prize pool. I'm okay with this. That's pretty much what they say in the movie. Just, bigger pot. Let's go.
Moving further down the line is a magical proficiency tournament.
I will sign a knock up for that.
Okay.
That sounds like a nerd. That just sounds like a nerd down. I'm in.
Yeah. Is there one about books?
Does it detail what it means by magical proficiency?
In this tournament, it's less about 1v1 in a sense of trying to harm your opponent and more in regards of trying to take out your opponent's technically markers before they take yours out.
I will sign up for that one as well.
Okay. Again,
As
25.
will Jade.
Okay. The only requirement is you have to have some form of magical abilities with you, as weaponry is not allowed.
Yeah, I'm in.
I cast iron.
Hey,
No, not allowed. Get out of here. Oh no, a meteor just fell on Rin.
Oh no.
I lean into Jade. Hey. Hey, Jade.
I swear to God.
Yes.
I don't suppose you'd be willing to lend me 25 gold?
I have an alternate bargain.
Go on.
If you are willing to represent House Redmane, we will split the winnings 50-50.
Would they allow that? More than one
I don't
person
know.
entering on behalf of a house?
We'll ask. So she approaches the gentleman who's taken her registration and poses him that question.
Is this gentleman a member of your house in some way?
No, but he is a dear friend and comrade and a traveling companion. We have known each other since childhood.
I am sorry, my lady, but friendship is not a qualifier to be representative of a house. One must be a decorated knight or have some form of lineage into the family before their status is recognized for the tournament.
Well, it certainly is not my fortunate day. The sun is not shining on our house terribly today.
You could always, like, knight me real quick.
If I was a knight or had a high enough ranking, that would be a possibility. But unfortunately, I cannot do that.
Yeah, maybe next
I am
year.
pretty shy on gold, unfortunately. If I fear that if I were to lend you the money, I would not have enough to purchase the special weapons I require for the tournament.
As you hear a voice chime in from behind you. It's okay, I got this one. As Leah drops 25 gold into your hand.
Oh, is there any sort of terms on this, or?
Just don't disappoint me.
That I can do. The not disappointing part, not the disappointing part. I can. I slap the gold down. Register me.
And you register for that tournament. And the final one down the line is the Onslaught. Funny enough, there is no registration fee for the Onslaught, but you must sign a waiver that the city is not held responsible if you die.
My kind of tournament.
Is that one the one you signed knock up for?
Well, I thought there was going to be more than like 4, so maybe I'll find some obscure one off to the side.
There are a bunch of like little side tournaments, like pie eating contests and stuff like that. But these are like
I want that one.
Okay,
that's the one I wanted. I want the pie eating contest for him.
Okay.
Lordy. But you'll find that my appetites are quite draconic.
Well, you're always eating, so I thought it'd be funny.
Free
Plus,
pie.
Free pie and
Oh,
got
yeah.
your hands behind your back, so you're just covered in.
I was getting
pie.
a little
Give me
hungry
meat pie.
anyway, that's perfect.
Is there no category for something like rapier fighting or anything like that?
That's the melee.
That is melee.
That is melee, yeah. That is sword fighting.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I'm intrigued by the Onslaught just because I don't know what it is, and now I'm curious.
As you can see behind them, like a crew is putting the finishing touches on this like raised massive obstacle course that just like you could see swinging pendulums and like podiums that you have to leap from to. There's like a zip line, and then it drops down into like just like this box that you can see clearly through the walls is just this maze that you have to find your way through. And then once you find your way through, as you come up, there is like a straightaway that's got like a couple strategically placed like cover points, but you see up at the top, like focusing everything down, is a ballista pointed towards the rampway that you have to run.
Friends in. She'll sign up for that one.
The old ballista conundrum, I love it.
American Gladiators.
Takeshi's
So
Castle, baby.
Jade is going to walk over to the registration for the Onslaught, and she's going to say, excuse me, I'm very interested in this competition, but I do have one question.
Of course.
If I have some, shall we say, special abilities, may I use those in this onslaught, since it seems to be something we have to sign a waiver for? No registration fee and somewhat of a free-for-all.
We ask players, as he pulls out this this small bracelet, to wear one of these as I hold an egg for some reason. I had this in my hand and it was just like, oh wait, I'm holding something. Which will dampen one's abilities to make it a more even playing field for everyone. We don't need anybody teleporting and unfortunately mistiming the teleport and winding up in one of the support pillars. That's happened before. Wasn't pretty and was a mess to clean up. So we tend to ask people just to run it normally. Now, if I'm not sure as to what abilities that you may have, but in order of fairness and as in respect to the games, we ask people not use magic items or magic abilities or anything of that sort. It kind of defeats the purpose of an obstacle course if a druid can turn into a bird and fly all the way across.
True enough and fair point.
Sad dragonborn noises.
Again, please register me under my house.
There is no house one. This is just a book for everyone.
Oh, well, all the better then.
There's no cost. Though anybody who completes it will get a prize.
Oh. I'm definitely in.
I have to afford everything else, so I can't.
This one's free to register.
It's free to register.
Oh, I somehow missed that. Then yes, why not? Why not?
Also, I think Valeth that Nock in question of fairness would have known there's registration costs, and he would have thrown you, like, tossed you 50 gold to register him for at least two of the contests. He's not the type to have you do it on your finance.
Thank you.
Right. And as everybody is getting situated with their tournaments, we cut to the twins, who, because of Nock's status, easily enough you find your way to the small magical academy that is here at Glimmercross, mainly a first stop for apprentice mages before they are sent out into the world to corner their chosen specialty school. But as
through there, if we're going to Arkansas, is what you're saying?
Yeah, so pretty much you would have made a stop here, spent a couple years here, just learning the ins and outs of like magical arts,
magic, basically.
And then once you chose what your specialization was for, you would then be shipped to like another location to focus on that.
Okay.
So as you are walking through the grounds of this magical academy, even the magical academy itself is adorned in celebration for the celebration of Continuance. Though you do see quite a few very young, bright-eyed, getting their first taste of magic apprentices and adepts, like walking about the campus grounds itself, talking to one another. A couple of them give you like quizzical looks, but they just continue on their way.
The good old days, sister, back when I was young and had no idea how the world worked. And yes, I know. Now I'm old and I have no idea how the world works. I don't have to say it.
No, you have some idea. It's okay.
Is it really though?
Someday you'll have a wizard tower in a plane of its own.
Here's hoping, or at least a quiet workshop where I can focus on my inventions undisturbed.
And maybe yours won't blow up like the last one we were in.
That I'll make sure of. What it is with mages and making sure their towers blow up all the time.
Experimental magic?
Yes, but you don't do that in your tower where, the whole tower would collapse if you mess up. That's just counterproductive. I'm calling out like literally every wizard. in
Every
D&D
wizard
just
ever.
now. Every wizard in D&D ever just would like to know my location.
Raceland poking his head in going, excuse the hell out of me.
Right.
And as you two are walking the grounds and conversing, a half-elven woman adorned in her own obviously high-ranking mage robes approaches the two of you. Well, the two of you seem to be a bit out of place. How can I help you today?
I have a potential inquiry that might require skills beyond my own to figure out.
I see. And what would this inquiry be?
The knowledge consumption thing that is in my hand. Can I manifest that at will, or is it just always there?
It's always there.
Okay. Then in that case, show that to her and go, so this is an interesting problem I've acquired, and I don't totally understand how it works.
And she looks at it, and you see her complexion sort of change. It's almost as like she clocks it immediately what you have. My dear girl, how long have you had that?
About 2 weeks.
And what have you been feeding it?
Fiction?
I see. Oh. This does not bode well. What you have here is you are playing host to a portion of an extra dimensional being, one that feeds and supplies knowledge. You feed it the knowledge and it supplies it to you and only you.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume that you've seen the effect firsthand already as to what happens when you consume a piece of knowledge.
Nothing negative outside of the knowledge seems to vanish from everyone's mind but my own.
And where did you come across this trinket?
It found me. I really don't have.
It found you?
There was a card.
Oh. Interesting.
You say that, but you also seem concerned, which is not helpful.
Yes.
Or at least not reassuring.
Can I see your hand for a moment, please?
Sure.
It's
I'll
not
just extend my hand, palm up.
it's not seeded too deep into you just yet, which is perfect. if you were to perform a series of rituals, you can seemingly control this portion of the being that's attached to you, to where, yes, you may consume knowledge and gain more of an insight into it. You wouldn't have to read books anymore, but at the same time, it would not destroy said knowledge from the world.
I'm interested. Where do I acquire? Where do I learn of these rituals?
If you will give me a moment, I will procure them for you.
Thank you.
Are you, given your look, you are no wizard, correct?
I'm a cleric.
Ah, but you, as she points over to Nock, you are a wizard.
Yes, I've been through it.
That's what he keeps telling me.
This is then very fortuitous, as you would need somebody experienced in manipulating the arcane weave in order to complete these rituals. I will bring you the scrolls. Just one moment, please. And she excuses herself.
Looks like you're going to owe me a favor again, sister.
Hey, if I can quit consuming knowledge and ripping it out of the world, that'd be lovely.
Very well.
I mean, the knowledge is useful, but I'd rather not possibly have a being just materialize out of my body at some point in my near future.
You know, I suppose that for the sake of keeping you alive at least a little bit longer, I should indeed make sure that this thing is under your control. Fine. Consider this one a freebie.
And I just realized what time it is, so I think it's probably a good time to call it here for now. As everybody has work and other things they need to get to tomorrow, including myself. So this is where we will unfortunately have to call it for this time around. But thank you everyone for tuning on in. If this is your only, or not your only time, wow. If this is your first time here, this is not this is not the only show that we do on this channel. Coming up this Saturday, we will have another episode of The Downfall of Propriety, which is Bridgerton inspired mini adventure that is run by Malls. Alternate Saturdays, we have Withered Wastes, which is another 5th edition game that I run. And then later on in the evening, we have Vigilance 6 West Coast, which is our new superhero game that is run by Spiffy. Coming up this Monday, yes, we will have another episode of Destiny Forged, which is our longest running show here on the channel. Currently, we are in our 4th campaign. Tuesday, we will have another episode of Star Wars Tales of the Outer Rim, which is a Star Wars game that is run by Tilt. Coming up next Thursday, we will have our alternate Thursday show of Mass Effect Horizons, which is a Mass Effect mod that is 5th edition mod that is run by Zorro. And then on the alternate Thursdays, you have us here on A New Era. But for now, we are going to go ahead and head on off. Thank you everybody for tuning on in, and we will catch you later.
Good evening, everyone.